Okay, I'm here. Kate, come back. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to reconnect my internet, the cord for the internet here. So my Wi-Fi effing sucks for some reason, or it's a problem with my computer. Can you let me know if you can hear me, please? You're having issues too, Kate? Maybe I should just cancel this. Hang on. My gosh. All right, let me just put some stuff on here. I have to go and. My goodness, what a trouble. A lot of trouble. Let me at least set up some stuff before Kate talks amongst yourselves. Maybe I should give you some music to snap your fingers with. Let me see. What can we let me see. Let's do this one. La la la. No, I don't want to do that. Silly me. There's our Kate.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right, well, I slid in the back door here.
We're just one short of the Stooges. I swear to God.
Well, God damn it, we are boomers. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. I don't normally do that.
Laughing at us right now.
Oh, I know. God, I know. Oh, Lord. Well, welcome, everybody. Today we have a very interesting show here.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah. And she goes, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. She just annoys me. And it's so funny, too. Like, girl, please. Nobody is triggered by you. Nobody's scared of you. Nobody wants to be you. Trust me on that one. You are just one of the nastiest women I've ever known. Real life, YouTube, anything. Ugh. You are just not a nice human being. You're just not. And are we triggered? No, we're not triggered. Frustrated? Lots, yes, with you because you're just such a moron. But some of the shit that I have heard come out her mouth lately, oh my God, I've been laughing my ass off. I'm sorry. It is so ridiculous. I can't imagine that and in her mind, she thinks that she's proven all these things. She's not proven anything.
No.
I mean, we've begged, please put up proof of anything you have. You have nothing. You have Zippo. You've never proven a fucking thing in your life. It's going to be when the time comes. And who knows, I just love that just because I'm 60 years old, she's 45. Hon, you're not that far back. Okay.
No, not. Which makes me laugh harder because I'm going, well, honey, you're this side of 50.
Exactly. I mean, she's not
60, and then you wouldn't even make it that long. I doubt it.
Well, exactly. Because, and plus, I'm sorry, you never know. You never know. You could go out, and I think that's the freakiest thing to me about death and dying is it just, anytime you could just be walking around, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, a car accident. It's just 1 minute you're here and the next minute you're not. That's just how it can be. Now we hope that's not the case, but you just never know. So her was sitting there, if I were her, I'm sorry, some of the shit I've heard her say, I literally kind of cringe. My husband looked at me one day, he said, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm waiting for that fucking lightning to come down and just go, and so I'm ducking to make sure it doesn't get me. Excuse me. But tonight, and thank you everybody for coming.
Yes.
Oh my God. And you know, I appreciate Annie, you know, I love this, you know, we all have a PEDO in our community. No, we don't. No, we don't. Nice try. Keep spinning that one, honey. You're the only PEDO around here. It's you. It's you. And I laugh whenever I watch them. I can now all I can, and they best be careful. I don't want them in here. I don't want them in on this. This has nothing to do with them. I tagged them because I want them to know. You know, the one little gal asked me why I tagged her. Honey, I tagged you because you're a hypocrite.
Hey, Kate.
You're a hypocrite. Hey, honey.
Let's do a quick hello to everybody before we really
Please,
get off.
yes.
So,
Pass, Nova Boots.
Yep, Zero, you wish.
The other Kate. There's so many goddamn Kates in here.
Going down, Taylor, thank you for showing up. Who else?
Yep, thank you. V.
Pass for
You
Pat,
wish.
Crazy Menopause Lady. We know who you are.
Yeah. Yes, we do. And hey, Kate. All the Kates. There are lots of Kates.
There's lots of Kates in here, yeah.
Thank you, Crazy Menopause Lady, for allowing us to react to this, because this is an oldie, folks, but a goodie. Okay.
Oh, yes.
This is after.
I'll set it up.
Okay, yeah. Little backstory here is this is after Alana said she was going to have a gastric sleeve procedure, and this was June of 22. This is how far back we got to go here. June of 22, and you know, all of a sudden, you know, she said she talked about she was going to be having this procedure. We were all like, huh? Okay. And I think she started talking about it maybe a month or so beforehand. I'm not sure if it was like around the fake cruise or whatever. And honey, you know, this is another thing I just think is comical, that, you know, she wants to flex, you know, all this stuff and say we're jealous and that kind of stuff. You know, people that are more well off don't flex what they have. I'm just going to say that. They just don't. And by her saying this and saying that, oh, you know, I've got this, I've got that. You know, she tried to say something about her Louis Vuitton bag. Well, I have a $15,000 Louis Vuitton bag. I was like, oh, girl, you're going to have to sell that. You're going to need it. But I don't envision you having anything Louis Vuitton. I don't. So again, you know, miss me with that shit, okay? So, but that had to come back on us. Some of the stuff you've been saying, girlfriend, is so comical. But anyways, this is your fake sleeve. And, you know, just before you went in, you were asking for and all these people were very being friendly with you. You had different communities that were backing you up. You know, people were, you know, honestly, they were praying for you because you're having this procedure. Yet a lot of people were still like, you know, okay. Well, fast forward just a tiny bit. And I've told this story before. I've told this story tons of times. But she posted a picture right after this procedure. Her procedure was June 21st. This picture popped up June 22nd. And if you need reference for the picture or whatever, it's over in my community post. There's a nice little video of my, you know, her community post that I took a video of, and I screenshot it and I took the video and I posted it. But so that picture was June 21st, and it had someone that clearly had some type of surgery, and it appeared to be weight loss surgery. And she said this was her. They were taking her for a change of bandage in her first walk. And I saw that picture. I was like, oh, wow, it kind of took me by surprise. And then I saw who it was from. And I said, oh, wow, maybe she did have weight loss surgery. This is interesting. And then that little thing on my shoulder went, you know, you probably should go check that out, just because I'm sorry. Nobody. And she said the other communities turned, you know, us against her because of what the other community said. No, sweetie, I had firsthand information to know you're a nasty bitch. So I didn't have to have anybody else tell me. I knew you were a nasty bitch. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to check this out. I reverse searched the picture. The first picture. This is what screws herself every time. She takes the first thing that pops up. First picture was another woman who, and she had the sleeve. This was an actual, you know, RNY gastric bypass. And so this lady had a drain bag, everything. Well, what she did was she had cropped a portion of that woman's picture and used it as her. So it wasn't even her. And I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. Really?
Now
And I
let
was,
me say that as we get on in this video, there are side by sides of this.
yes, there are. There
And
are.
it's not just the placement of the incisions that are identical. There are identical bruises. There's identical shadow. There's
Oh, yeah,
identical drainage bag under her arm.
exactly.
And she goes hysterical over this on the panel that we're about to watch, saying that all the procedures everybody has is the same.
Right. Of course. What are my incisions supposed to look like? Well,
They're supposed to look like the doctor that did them, not
right.
a stamp, you know?
Right, exactly. But I mean, it is so clear. And I've said this before. I give it to Annie because I know this was uncomfortable. I know this was uncomfortable, but it just couldn't be ignored. It just couldn't be ignored at this point because once the picture, because again, all I did was I saw it was a fake. She used a different picture, so I shared it with somebody else. Well, and then it kind of got shared again. And then Pink Blush got a hold of it. Well, Pink made a nice little video out of it for me. I'm like, whoa. And, and Pink is the aficionado. So I'm like, oh, awesome, woman. You did a great job. So she put everything together, like you said, in a side by side, and you could clearly tell that the pictures were the same. Well, this is, Munching decided to go live and talk about it, which, hey, it needed to be discussed. It was running around the streets like rampant through YouTube. It's like, what the heck is going on? She had, like I said, there's different people in different communities that were, you got this girl, we're praying for you, and I'm just sitting back going, wow. Here yet again, she proves to be exactly the same kind of person that she was before. And,
right.
She wants to claim that, honey, I haven't even known you 3 years. So let's not go there. You're trying to insert yourself in shit from years ago that you have no clue about. Will never have a clue about. So let's get that clear. I've only known you a little over 2. Now I've been around this community for over 3 because I kind of wondered. So I went back and looked at some DMs between a friend of mine who introduced me to this beautiful community, Ari. And we were just hanging out, and that was in 2019. Towards the end of 2019 is when I met Red.
Hey, Nova.
So that's how I came in, and then I came into Munchings and that kind of stuff from then on. And then, of course, and she tried to stay as a mod for somebody else for 3 years. No, not really. Known of her for 3 years, yes, but I was not a mod for her for that long. So that's just what that is. So again, this is a panel, and I could tell when you first start this up, you could very well tell. Hey, Lynn. Hey, everybody. Again, thanks for coming, because we're just so tired of all the lies and all the bullshit that she wants to spin. So you got to understand, folks that are tuning in, whether you're new or whether you're old, this is from June of 2022. So we're not making shit up. Shit's not been altered. Shit's not been, photoshopped. I don't know how to Photoshop. I'm a boomer. I'm 60, folks. Sorry. I'm not going to mess with Photoshop. If I did that, hell, I'd look like a supermodel and I'd be on there every day. Like somebody I know that now thinks that if she, scribbles out the TikTok emblem, people are going to not realize there's a filter there. Hun, we know there's a filter there. You don't need to scratch out the TikTok, sweetie. It's okay. I mean, how embarrassing for yourself. And while we're at that, just real quick, one of the recent things that you were trying to say was holiday dogs, you dumb ass. That was you. You're the one that said in a tweet, what holiday dogs are we talking about? You illiterate fool.
Holiday Graham dogs.
Yes. I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm like, is she trying to reference the joke that went so far over her head, it's comical, that when somebody says hologram dogs, people laugh? Because I mean that you remember the Nike, the whoosh, that went whoosh way over her head. I mean, she couldn't even, it was in the stratosphere. She couldn't have touched it if she wanted to. That's because she's so stupid. So again, sarcasm much, you know, so you're the one in a tweet that had to say something about holiday graham dogs. Well, you said it, dummy, because you have no comprehension skills to the English language.
I know. I did reference it on my Twitter. I didn't quote Twitter, but that my animal cracker reference was to her tweet. So
right, and I was lucky enough that I slid right over there and got a screenshot of that little tidbit. Oh, I put it on my community post. It's on my wall.
okay,
Thank you. So yeah, because I heard that and her say something about that, and I'm like, do you really want to know how stupid you look right now? You know, but again, that's the only thing she's queen of, is making herself look stupid. I mean, honey, stop. It's just like, oh my God. And we'll get to that. That's another, the scores are another story. That's hilarious too. We'll get to that here coming up. That'll be the encore for this shit. But thank you very much, Munching, for allowing us to react to this and bring up some highlights that happened over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
To her fake sleeve surgery and the excuses. All of this started, Annie, I think, would have never said anything about this except for Dum Dum going on and on about protein shakes. It's kind of like the bumper cars. Nobody wanted to hear the word bumper cars ever again. After a while, I was like, oh my God, not the bumper cars, please. And it's the same thing with the protein shake. This bitch drilled protein shakes into everybody's brain. Well, I can't have protein shakes. That's not that. And we're all like, huh? And, you know, after this procedure, which is, you know, the sleeve, we know that she did not have a sleeve, and it's going to become painfully apparent that she didn't. So remember, this is a year ago, folks. Nobody has altered this video. You know, it's been on private for quite some time. And again, thank you for allowing us to react to it. So we're just going to refresh everybody's memory. Flashback a year ago.
Yeah.
Over summer. And let everybody kind of see what they're dealing with here.
Okay. So let us do a preamble of sorts, and then after Annie sort of explains what's going on, we'll go to the actual panel with everybody on it. Now, I have to warn you, Idiot Adam pops on and just makes an ass of himself during a really, really serious conversation. And so I wish I knew how to blur him, but you're going to have to put up with it for at least 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. Then he gets bored and wanders off, or Annie cut him off. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't know either. He's always got to, you know, he's got to be the center of attention. Bless his little flitty heart. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. And he really puts it on too. So, but anyway.
Of course he does.
Here we go.
Miss Sarah Jane. Hello. Hello, Charlene Turtle. See, look, he hasn't barked at all. I go on live. Oh, no.
Start the conversation. Sorry, Annie.
No, I've had 2 weight loss surgeries. I've had 2. Hang on. First, I don't know, some of you guys might not. I don't know. I don't even know how to go about talking about this because I don't want it to seem like I'm attacking anybody.
You didn't attack anybody, Annie, yes.
Because I'm not. But I feel like, I don't know. I just don't know. It is sad. It's very sad. I'm just gonna let me, because I don't want the trolls coming in stirring the pot, because I'm not bad. I don't want the trolls coming in thinking it's a free for all, because it's not. Oh no, Bart. No, she doesn't even know I'm live. I haven't spoke to Alana. So Alana apparently had like weight loss surgery. We all know, I don't know. I found out last week, I think, she was gonna have weight loss surgery. And a few times she came on, like I don't know, she's had a lot of issues going on with blood sugar, I think, and she had come on upset about that. We were trying to help her through it. Then she was, we were all really excited about her having this weight loss surgery. I was like, wow, that's awesome, I don't know. Then right before surgery, she came on and she was in tears, like she was crying and crying. I felt horrible for her, because I know what it's like to have to go through surgery. Like, it's scary. Anybody has gone through any type of major surgery knows how scary it is. Any type of surgery is scary. I don't care what type of surgery it is. It's scary, So I felt really bad for her. Well, I don't know. And I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just like so confused about the whole situation. I'm very confused. Apparently, Alana posted a picture of herself in the hospital right after surgery. And apparently Kate did a, what do you call it? She did a, what do you guys call it when you look up a photo? Whatever. She looked up the photo on the Google thing or whatever, and it came back to be somebody else's photo. I had surgery. Really? I was scared to death. I don't know. So apparently everybody's saying she didn't have the surgery. I don't know. But by listening to her, Alana, makes me believe she didn't have the surgery. Yeah, reverse search. Thank you. It leads me to believe that she did not have the surgery. Yeah, whatever Kate used, it popped right up. Like I said, and I think it was pink blush. She told me about it first. She told me, so I ran right over to Kathy's to see what the hell was going on. I'm like, what? I mean, I felt like a dummy. Because I seen the photo. I had no idea it wasn't real. I'm like, I was like, oh, way to go,
Well, why would you? It was,
Exactly.
Found out of that eventually. Yeah, a lot of people took her at her word. Well, we know better. We know better. And
you could tell. You could tell. Poor Annie. I know you were so uncomfortable, but you felt like it needed to be addressed.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah.
But I feel bad because I'm like, she was crying. I'm just so confused. I'm really confused. She was crying right before her surgery. I mean, I'm like, well, what would be her reasoning about lying? Did she maybe get denied for the surgery? Right, that's my point, Sandy. Did she maybe get denied? And then that's why she maybe came up with this whole lie? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, why would anybody lie about it? I don't get why she would lie about that. Like, it's crazy to me. And then she was like, really, and she was very upset last week. I don't know what day it was. My days are all screwed up. But I just remember her coming on live, and she was really upset. It was right before her surgery. But like I said, the more I hear her talk about her surgery, it leads me to believe that she did not have surgery.
Now, I'll just cut in here. We have that picture too. We have a whole gallery of her tomfoolery or her fuckery with that. But that photo one with the black bra.
Oh, the black bra thing. Yeah, with the girl. She did, and that was so hilarious. And I'm sorry, that's on my community wall too. She takes the girl's picture and she puts it up, the real girl's picture, and then hers next to it. And she could clearly tell that she took the girl's stomach and photoshopped it under her stomach. And she's like, "Are you trying to tell me that that's not?" I'm like, "No, that's the person that you took it from." Yes. Are you kidding me? She is this stupid. So, I mean, she's putting up her own proof that proves that she's lying. I couldn't believe it. And so, yeah, that one, that's up on my post too. But oh my gosh, you could tell that it was very poorly photoshopped. And that's what we get by the end of this, is very poorly photoshopped. And that was one of them. So, but this is the original post for the surgery picture, Kate. that she put up.
Wonderful.
They have, Sarah. They have. And again, I truly don't even care if she had the surgery or didn't have the surgery. Like, I don't even really care. Like, that's not even my issue. Tell us. Vicky, I had the gastric bypass. First, I had the lap band. I had that, but I ran into complications. I had to have it removed. It damaged my esophagus, my stomach. I had ulcers, all kinds of shit. So I ended up having the gastric bypass. And it's just like everything that Alana's saying. It's not what they do for weight loss surgery. Oh, you're having the sleeve? Congratulations. A lot of people have the sleeve. A lot of people have that. Because like even with when you it's a process. When you go in for weight loss surgery, it's definitely a process. You and I know many things go into. Yes, Pam, yes. And that's what I'm saying. It's such a lot. I mean, it could be up to a year before it even goes through. My first time around having weight loss surgery, it was a year.
Ignore that, Kate.
It was about a year. Because you get you go through, like, it's a long process. It's a really long process. Vicky, how far are you into the process? Some insurance does cover it fully. It depends on your insurance. Yes. It's definitely a long process, though. You have to go through so much. Like I said, before you can even you have to find it. You have to be referred, number one. You have to be referred to the bariatric place. And then you can't even make an appointment, at least here in New York. You have to go to a seminar. Pam, did you have to go to a seminar? Before I could even make an appointment, I had to go to a seminar. I have 3 more. Oh, good for you, Vicky. How long has it been?
Okay, so I am going to skip along.
Congratulations, because I'm telling you, it's life changing.
While. So we'll start with I think Nisi comes up.
She does?
Didn't she?
Yeah, Nisi comes up here, is first up on the panel.
Yeah, let me just. Okay.
Hello. Hi. It's like Groundhog Day.
I know it.
Let's talk protein shakes.
Oh my God, this protein shake is going to haunt me because I just feel like people need to know.
I know she's giving out the wrong information, and God forbid somebody listens to her and goes in and has this done, and something happens to them because all this information she's giving out is totally wrong.
Well, like I said, I couldn't remember what day I started the shakes, but I had to look it up. But I know I had them in the hospital. Day 1 is ice chips. Day 2, they start you light. Day 3, I think I was on protein shakes by day 3. When I came home, I was absolutely on protein shakes.
Well, the day I come out of surgery, I was on the ice chips.
Mm-hmm.
The next day when I woke up, I had the little medicine cup sitting there with a Premier protein shake sitting next to him. And I'm thinking, oh no. And they told me
drink mine.
I had to, I faked it a lot. I let it hit my lips.
Because I don't dare watch you. I dumped mine and said, oh yeah, I drank it.
Rob kept telling me, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to drink it if you want to go home.
Oh, it's awful. Because that's the last thing you want after surgery. You
don't want to swallow your own spit.
Mm-mm.
And the way she's screaming and hollering like she is, I didn't want to breathe.
Well, that's what I was gonna talk about too. When I came home, if you guys go back to my live stream, I could barely even talk. Like, it hurt. Anything I did, it hurt. To move, to cough, to talk, like, it was awful. The pain is horrible. The pain.
I remember that, Annie, that you were miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was. I was going. Yeah, I think I'll skip that.
I know. Bless her heart.
Oh my God,
that's horrible.
It's unbearable. It really is.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Hello, Nisi. It's Kate. Yeah, it's me.
Hi, Kate. I recognize your palm tree.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not here to cause any drama or anything, Annie. I just, since some of this revolved around us, I would just wanted to let you know exactly what happened from our perspective.
Okay.
And what happened was I got up that one morning the other day and it came up in my recommended. I thought, oh, wow, that's kind of a scary picture. And I realized who it was. I'm like, oh, hey, she got her surgery. I'm like, that's great. And that's my first thought was, okay, cool. And then I thought, I'm sorry, there's a rep here. And I thought, just because I'm going to just reverse search it and see what happens. And when I reverse searched the picture, it came up right away. And I was like, oh no, why is she doing that again? Because it reverse searched to some lady that had this procedure. It was the exact same picture. I mean, you've seen Pink Blush's video. It was the exact same picture that Alana put up.
It was definitely the same picture. Like,
yes. And I'm like, why is she doing that? And I'm like, all these people were, and I'm calling her out because there were so many people in there wishing her well. There was just no reason. Why are you going to fib about this? I just don't understand it. And if it had she'd just let it drop, it would have dropped. But no, she's got to call us all kinds of names, call me all kinds of names, call Niecy all kinds of names, telling everybody that we're liars and no, we're not the ones lying. I'm just calling her out for something. And that's the only thing we called her out about. We called her out for using someone else's picture as her own. That's what we called her out about.
And that's one thing I'm not a liar.
Well, that's the reason why I went in chat, because I felt bad. Because honestly, everything you said is everything I had to go through too.
Right. You came in, you had my back. I appreciate that.
Even down to the pain, like you were describing. It's horrible. Oh. Like, it's major surgery. Major. Like,
you hug a pillow. You hug a pillow.
Yeah, like you were not exaggerating. The pain is that bad. Like,
right. And and instead of just kind of going, okay, yeah, I felt pressured. I used somebody else's picture. She just keeps on going with the same fib, and it just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. And it's just not okay. And that's what we called her out for. Everything else, she wants to say, we said this, we said that. Bless her heart. She hasn't got any of the story correct yet. So, I mean, it is what it is, but that's what happened. I sent the screenshots out to some people. Pink got a hold of it. Pink is the one that put together the video quite nicely. And
I said, she put a little bow on that package.
She did. And I don't think it's that everybody is wanting to try to be mean or just whatever, but it's just like, she has people that are supportive. There were people in there willing to pray for her. And then she got all nasty and was like, well, I got, crapped on for asking for prayers. No, what was just so disrespectful is people are genuinely concerned. Again, this is like when she faked her death. People were genuinely upset and concerned for her. And they're in there, oh, we wish you the best. Hang in there, do well. But she's not telling the truth. And that's just like a slap in the face. I actually had a friend of mine that did this years ago, and she didn't survive it. And,
well, that's just like your sister, Annie. She had the sleeve done, and they nicked her liver or something.
Yeah.
She almost died.
And
she was bad.
Mm-hmm. It was, yeah. And so, I'm just so over the fibbing. It's like, why? I mean, why fib about it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And so it was upsetting to me. And I felt like it needed to be called out and attended to, because she's just not telling the truth. And it's just not okay for people that have been through this, like you've been through it, like Niecy's been through it. And then for her to come on and start yelling at you and cussing and saying, you're a fat bitch, you don't know anything. And I was just flabbergasted by that.
There's my picture there with my little grandson.
Yes, exactly. I saw you when, behind the scenes when, in your beautiful new dress that you've gone to several weddings this past summer, and you looked absolutely amazing.
Oh my God, you look amazing. You do.
You look amazing. I've said that before. You look amazing. So, it's a journey. Like Rochelle said earlier, it's a journey.
Yes, it is. The rest of our lives, it's going to be a journey.
It is. Yeah, because they remove part of your stomach hair. I mean, this is nothing to joke about.
75% of it. Whew.
Yeah. Yes. So, and again, I'm not here trying to stir up cause or anything like that, or be dramatic or just whatever, but that's what happened. That's why we felt like it should have been addressed. It would have just been dropped completely if she had just let it go, but she didn't. She came back, attacked, and we responded.
Well, I think that's my only issue with it. Like, yeah, okay. I could care less if she had the weight loss surgery or not, really. I think my only issue with the whole situation is that she's keep going on with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a little odd to me. Like, she's going into detail, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't like, I don't know how to describe that.
It makes me and Annie stop and think, wow, Did we go through that or didn't we?
Right. I literally had to stop and think and like, wait a minute, no, or and again, I get it. Like, I don't know what caused her to lie about the surgery. Maybe she was supposed to have it and it got canceled, and that's why she was crying on the live. I don't know. Like, I'm not even going to try to figure it out because I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why. But I'm like, okay, you did lie about it. Okay, so just let it go now. Don't keep going on and on and on about it though. Because now I'm getting more and more irritated because you're telling me, see, no, you don't have, like, I didn't have to come on live and even discuss it, but you guys all know I have a big mouth. Like, I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, everybody knows that's my big problem. I'm sorry.
I'm like, no, this is not right. That's not correct. You do. I mean, I know it's stupid. It's only over a protein shake. I get it. But it's the point. That's not right. Don't give out false information.
Right.
Okay. Having said that, it just goes on a little bit more, just the back and forth. And we're going to skip to about when Alana finally joins the panel.
Yeah, at one point I had hopped down already.
But I still drink them.
Yeah, my doctor told me the Premier was the best because it had the most protein and the lowest sugar.
Mm-hmm. But I know, like I said, before I even left the hospital, they told me everything that I had to drink.
I know
that. Root beer shakes sound good. Oh, I haven't had a root beer shake in years, Mama Dee.
My mom used to call those Boston floats. I don't know why she called them Boston floats. And we live in Ohio. Boston floats. Come on, Mom.
Hi, Rotten.
I miss Rotten.
Instead. Oh, you got that right.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Hi, Kelly. How are you, honey? Hi, Melinda.
Welcome. That's exactly it. Everybody was taken in by her, praying for her, wishing her well and offering her advice. And it was, and Kate Winslet tells it correct. She was eating the day before, the day of, and the day after. The
smoking.
Yeah.
Doing all kinds of shit.
Oh my God. And so, hey, Truth.
Truth.
Now, from here on in, it gets pretty wild. So buckle yourselves in.
Yep, get your snacks.
Snacks are available in the foyer. Help yourself. And oh my God, here we go.
Anybody coming in? Hey, Alana.
Hey, Annie.
So what's going on, Alana?
So the whole issue that I think is going on is supposedly, I'm still confused about the picture. I'm confused of what they're trying to accuse me of. Apparently, because they back searched the picture, it prompted a girl's picture from 2008. What I'm confused about the picture is if it was from 2008, the woman's picture would have stitches or staples. My picture did not.
That's not necessarily true.
Yes, it is true because my stitches has glue. They don't use staple stitches or any sutures in Houston no more. They're saying that the hand that was shown in my picture was skinny. There was no hand shown in my picture. I cropped out my hands. I made sure that my breast was not being shown because I had no bra on. I did not want another nudity slip or a possibility of anything being shown on my channel so that I would lose my channel. There was nothing shown of no hands. If so, then my ICP tattoo would have been shown.
Well, what I noticed, the photo that you did put up, and then the photo that they had showed, the photo was identical though. That was identical. So I don't know. Like I said, that photo.
Okay, Annie, I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you the photo I put up because the second that I posted, 2 minutes later, YouTube took it down because it got mass reported for being inappropriate. It wasn't even up on my community post long enough.
Honestly, the only thing I could think of, I said, well, she's lying about having the surgery. Maybe it was because she got denied. She was upset and she just didn't want people to know she got denied for the surgery. That was my only thing.
Annie, have you not been listening to the live streams that I've been talking about the experiences that I'm going through?
Sandy P, you're right.
the absolute pain that I'm going through right now. If I didn't have the surgery, then why would I be saying this shit? I need support, not hate.
Oh, no.
I don't got nobody.
You got your husband.
He's working, Niecy Lee.
Mine
He's
was
got to
too.
work so we don't end up homeless.
My husband was working too.
Yeah, I remember.
I was in pain.
I was
too.
by myself. Devo, you know what he would do before he left for work? That stupid asshole. He would come in.
And the point that I was trying to tell you yesterday, Niecy Lee, everybody's surgery is different, even though it's the same type of surgery. I had the gastro.
I just have to say, that was so rude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would have muted her mic and carried on with your story, Annie. Don't let anybody ever do that to you again.
sleeve. It's not
That's
the
what I
typical
had.
gastric sleeve. Mine's the size of a plantain, not the banana. My doctor told me I'm not allowed to have protein shakes for 2 weeks. I'm on straight clear fluids for 2 weeks. And you're sitting there calling me a liar, saying that you can have protein as soon as you come out of the hospital. No, you can't.
I had protein in the hospital.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm not
See?
allowed to have none of that in fear because I on clear liquids for 2 weeks.
Yes, but do they consider those shakes like a clear liquid? Well, I don't know. No, it's not a clear liquid, but I was on liquids.
No, they don't down here. I don't know what it is for you guys. Clear liquids down here is water, broth. I can have a popsicle as long as there's no sugar in it. I talked to my doctor today because I'm feeling extremely thirsty. So I think I'm dehydrated because I'm not getting enough to drink. I'm scared to drink a full ounce of water because they scared me to death. Because they're like, you can't puke because if you puke, you can bust your stomach open and you can bleed to death before you get to the hospital. So I'm still sipping from a medicine cup.
Oh, you're going to be sipping from a medicine
long
cup for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Well, they told me I should be, and they told me I should be sipping at least an ounce by now. And I can't. I'm scared. And if I tried to push myself to drink any more than the 30 milliliter water cup, the little medicine cup, I feel nauseated. I feel like I'm going to puke.
You're going to.
What meds did they have you come home with?
They put me on liquid ibuprofen, and that shit is making me have heartburn and feel nauseated. Yeah, because my liver enzymes were too high for them to put me on the liquid Tylenol 3.
What did they send you home with for nausea?
Nothing.
Well, that ain't right.
But today I contacted my doctor. If you had listened,
if that's the case, you need a new doctor because your doctor is going to kill you.
They said, well, we're not going to send you home with any narcotics or anything like this, and blah blah blah.
Nausea medicine isn't a narcotic.
I know, but listen, and they sent me home, even though it's got a GI bleed risk, they sent me home with liquid, and I started having severe heartburn yesterday, and I was nauseated today. So I contacted my post-op nurse, and I said, look, I cannot take this pain medicine. I'm in severe pain. I can barely move this morning. It's making me have heartburn so bad. I feel like I'm going to puke. And we all know you cannot take any antacids after you have this surgery.
Yeah, you can. Well, I can't.
They told me I could not. They told me I could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent me home with what's the one that begins with an O? Krista, you know that.
Ozimapam.
Yeah, they sent me home with heartburn pill medicine.
Yeah.
They told me I'm not allowed to have any heartburn medicine. They told me I'm not allowed. Now I could take the liquid Pepto-Bismol, but I'm not allowed to have anything.
As a matter of fact, I take one of them. Let me see.
Because with the sleeve, you're prone to get heartburn.
Every day I take one. It's Prozolol. Right? Yeah, I take one every day, 20 milligrams.
Yeah, that's what they prescribed.
Well, maybe it's because I'm not allowed to have tablets or anything.
Why?
Well, what my husband did was they told him to open up the capsule. Oh boy, it was fun.
Notice how she keeps moving the goalpost.
Deflect. Look over here.
Yeah, every time they come back with and then she goes, moves. Well, I was told I can't.
Right. Exactly.
Holy
exactly.
Jesus. All right.
And sprinkle the capsule on a little bit of it was so gross. on a little bit of the shake, and I had to put it on the spoon and just put it in my mouth and swallow it.
They told me I wasn't allowed to have anything that required me to have like pills. Like, you know how you would take the Zantac? They come in pill forms. Now,
You crush it.
my medicine, they wouldn't. My insurance would not approve the liquid and acid stuff, but they told me I could have Pepsi AC.
Now, they gave me pill form, and I was able to take my pill.
I'm not allowed to have
They
any
gave me
pills
the
or
nausea.
anything.
I was on liquid Vicodin, but all my other.
They're calling me in right now. They're getting ready to deliver me some liquid Loracets.
See, I wouldn't take the liquid, which I wish I would have, because
the liquid is so gross. Oh, it tastes
it's
horrible.
grosser. It's grosser because Rob all my, because I take quite a few pills in the morning, my morning routine, and he had to crush them up with we got this little, like, them little things you put in a bowl. What they're called? That you would like
with the spices.
Yeah, the little things with a bowl and a little, and he would crush all my pills up, and it was so gross. And I would take them like that in powdered form. Oh, those were the days.
Laura says, in all fairness, you don't know her medical history. Exactly. But I have to say, after weight loss surgery, it's all pretty basic for all patients. It's the same. It really is. There's not much different with each patient when it comes to that type of thing. They'll send you home with the nausea medicine. They're going to send you home with heartburn.
I'm not allowed to have anything that is considered pill form. It all has to be liquid form. And my insurance would not cover the liquid form of anything except for the pain medicine. They won't even cover my liquid.
Okay, my American nurses. Is that even close to being true? That insurance would deny a liquid form of a medication? I don't know. It would seem cheaper and more efficient.
And especially after that type of procedure, I doubt they would, but you never know. But the funny thing was, doesn't everybody remember she said she was paying for this herself? She wasn't using insurance.
Yep, exactly. So she keeps forgetting what she says. And I would imagine having that surgery, that taking the liquid maybe, supposedly would be easier, I would think. I don't know. Right. Oh, well, okay.
It's just a tall tale for her. It's an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sheila said, Munching, finish your story when, oh my God, Sheila, he left me here to die, okay? I swear to God, he would leave me here to die all day long. He was working at other place, and he'd be gone from 6 a.m. till 9 o'clock at night. He would come in, drop me a protein shake, a bottle of water, my medicine, and I wouldn't see him till nighttime. I was here by
pat you on the top of the head and say, see you later.
God, it was horrible. I can remember sitting in my chair just crying because I was in so much pain.
I would sit there and say to Rob, what the hell did I do to myself?
Oh, I know. Then you start to second guess everything.
Right,
I was like, why did I do this? Or why did I do this to myself?
But I'm telling you, after 6 weeks, it's a walk in the park.
Yes. Once you get past that hump, you're good.
And no, that's so funny.
Who was
Adam. It's Adam.
No, that's
Adam
not.
will come up with
That's his first appearance.
Down here, they consider, to answer your question, down here,
oh my God, sorry.
They consider protein, although it is a liquid, but because there's sugar in it, I can't have it in the first week. I can't have anything that is thicker than water, is what they told me.
Well, because I was listening to your one video, and I was listening to what you were reading, and it said that what you read was you have to continue whatever your diet you were doing prior to surgery. You have to go back to that, and prior to surgery, you're on protein shakes. That's why I was like, no, maybe you misunderstood your doctor.
No, the 2 days before I went in, I was on straight liquids.
No,
like
Sandy,
water.
I think that's Adam.
But
That
I asked because I said, well, I've got some protein shakes at home. Can I continue drinking them as soon as I get home? And the nurse said,
Oh, I know, Krista.
absolutely not.
But I know, Chris. I already said you need the protein to heal. That's why I
Yep.
said you're absolutely on protein because you need it. It helps you heal. That's why I said, if it's like I said, if I had your doctor, I'd be firing him. You said that Kate and them are trying to kill you. No, your doctor's trying to kill you.
They told me 2 weeks. Now, I could be wrong about the protein shake. I won't know until I go back to see them next week. I go in next
I
week.
wouldn't wait
for my
till next
first
week.
visit.
I'd be on the phone. I'd be on
Yeah.
the phone asking
They-
questions.
I know with my surgery, I had a booklet of paperwork. They gave me pamphlets after pamphlets, like even what I was allowed after surgery. And
Yeah, they gave me like them. They gave me a folder
yes,
like you
me
get
too.
in school
Mhm.
with pockets on each side.
Mine was just like the folder that I got with my carpal tunnel that they said it. Never mind.
Here's
But
WK. She just had surgery.
Hey,
exactly, damn Kate.
Oh my God, this is cool. I don't want Michelle. I don't need to be playing her on my thing.
Yep, WK.
Now,
That's
My
exactly
niece
what they
said,
told
yes,
me.
even her during the liquid diet after surgery. That's what my surgeon said. That's what all surgeons say. I have never met a surgeon that says no protein shakes. Never in my life have I ever heard of a surgeon say no protein shakes.
Except for
Never.
Loss.
That's why I was like, something's not right here.
Mm-mm.
they told me the ones that I got are no because it's got sugar in it.
Not the Premier is very, very low. Very
There's
low.
1 gram of
I've got
sugar.
the ones for the
Yes, it's-
diabetic. It's got 1 gram of sugar, and I showed them a picture of what I've got, and they said absolutely not because they've got sugar in them,
Right.
No,
and that's what I was arguing about. All protein shakes got sugar in them, and I can't have it.
but it's the protein that you need. See,
If
that's
you-
what you're not
anything that you need-
understanding.
2 weeks without protein, you're going to be in the hospital malnourished, fucking half dead because you're going to be like, that's not
What,
healthy.
Russ?
Okay, then where do I
Right.
get protein shakes that don't have sugar in it? Because they told me I can't have anything with sugar in it.
No, you're not understanding. Okay, the cheapest place to get them is Walmart. You want the Premier protein shakes. You'll get 1 gram of sugar, but let me finish my sentence. That 1 gram of sugar, you're getting like 27 grams of protein.
I think
You need at least
29
80 grams of protein a day with
Yes.
this surgery. So that 1
Okay.
gram of sugar is not going to bother you because that 27 grams of protein is
Right.
outweighing that 1 gram of sugar. So if you're drinking 3 of those protein shakes a day, you're almost getting your 80 grams of protein in. You understand what I'm trying to say?
You're
Okay,
not
now
gonna dump-
I understand what you're saying, but I was just confused because when I showed them, I'm drinking the ones that you get in the diabetic aisle, the glucosamine or whatever the one. And I think
don't
they
even
have-
go with those. Don't go with those. They
Okay.
don't have enough protein.
Yeah,
Go-
that's
I'm
You have,
telling
to
you.
you have to do Premier. You have to do Atkins, or you can do the Slim Fast has more sugar. You can do those. My doctor, he doesn't recommend them.
No, it's my
Premier
bariatric
is the best.
doctor said Premier.
Premier or
Premier.
Atkins, because Atkins is pretty low in sugar too.
And the
okay
cheapest
because they
place
said
that we
absolutely no sugar.
but that 1 gram has the protein outweighs that 1 gram of sugar.
Right.
So don't even worry about that. Because if you don't get protein in you, you're gonna die.
And you're not
Okay.
going to
That's
dump
point
over a
blank.
gram of sugar.
Right.
Okay.
And we shopped around, well, my husband did, shopped around, and the cheapest
Because
place
I
he
even
found
looked
was
at the ones
Walmart.
that were powder and they've got a bunch of sugar. Like
That's too
24
much
grams
work.
of sugar.
That's just too much work. To make them like a nah. It's too
And
much work. Just get them already
the best
made.
way for the protein shakes is you stick them in the freezer.
Yes.
Let them get
Oh, who did I try to
Okay.
tell that to? I think it was Pink Berry. I tried to tell her that. I said, put one in a bowl, put it in the freezer, and then fill it and stir it every once in a while. Don't let it freeze all the way. And it turns into like ice cream.
It does.
It's so good. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're rotten. You're rotten.
Think about that.
I'll try them
Sesame
then.
chicken for dinner.
He said, Alana, I can have a screenshot of protein shakes my doctor gave me. That you, yes. And that she should have gotten that, though, Wendy. That's the whole thing. They
Right.
give you a list before you leave the hospital, even before you go in for surgery.
Yeah, they
give you
gave me a list, but they didn't give me what they gave me was I need to have clear diet, no sugar, protein the first 2 weeks, and then after that I could start doing like puree or soft blanded foods, nothing like foods with spices in it. And if I were to take anything I eat would have to pretty much be the consistency of what you would take food and blend it up in a blender.
Oh, you're going to enjoy that.
And that would be around my third week. But the first 2 weeks, clear liquid, what they said, clear liquids, no sugar, no carbonation, no caffeine, no anything.
All the
And I'm sitting here
carbonation.
thinking,
No.
well, maybe
I still
I'm
have a
sitting here
hard time
thinking,
with
well, I can
carbonation.
only have water then, because I showed them, like I said, I showed them a screenshot and they said, no, you cannot have sugar. And I'm sitting here scrolling through.
Oh, and you're also allowed Crystal Light. They told us to drink Crystal
Yeah,
Light.
that's what she told me to get Jello and Crystal Light and things like that. And I'm going through Walmart and I'm looking at all the ingredients to all these protein mixes. Every single one of them have sugar in it.
But get that out of your mind. 1 gram ain't going to hurt you.
Okay. And I'm sitting here saying, well, then what am I supposed to do? Blend up? I can't have food. So how am I supposed to get protein if I can't have protein shake?
Now get the Premier.
But they didn't give me pictures or anything.
I
They gave me a list, like a summary. I can't have anything that has sugar in it. I can't have anything like food or anything for the first week. I go in and see them next week and they'll tell me what I can do for the next month.
Well, what
But
I
for the
think
first
they're
week, I
they're
can't
talking
have
like they're talking like you can't have like orange juice or apple juice or a friggin' candy bar or I'm telling you, you're going to have a hard time ever eating bread again. You won't. You.
Oh, no.
Well, Kate Winslet, words are hard.
Oh, I
Pizza's
know.
going to throw you over the hill. Anything doing with bread or anything like that, you're going to have a hard time from years to come. But when they say no sugar, they're not talking about 1 little gram of sugar in a protein shake. I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, I misunderstood then, and I apologize.
Yes, you
for
did.
that.
Yes,
I
you did.
apologize.
I love Niecy Lee. She sort of just lets Alana know quietly that she's pissed.
And
I didn't know how I was supposed to be getting anything with protein in it because literally it says no sugar, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. See, that's what I was trying to calmly explain to you. And you're
Well, when you got people sitting there saying that you didn't have the surgery, and you're going through all this
did I say
pain,
did
and
that
I'm
come out of my
facing all
mouth?
this shit by myself, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I'm being called a cunt and saying that people's getting slapped in the face. What am I supposed to do? Go on camera naked to prove to you guys that I had my surgery?
Please.
Well, we're just trying to explain to you it is safe for you to do protein shakes. You don't have to just sit there and drink water and broth and stuff like that. That 1 gram of sugar is not going to hurt you, or the
I thought that I
27
was going
grams.
to get my protein through the broth, but I got looking at the packages that Carlos brought. There's no protein in that at all.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well,
And then
I apologize.
then Annie came in.
I apologize.
Then
Because
Annie
when they
came
said no
in.
sugar, that's what I was going by, no sugar.
And then when Annie came in and tried to have my back, it was like you just wasn't listening to either one of us, and I just gave up.
Annie was sitting there saying that it's impossible that my heart stops.
Oh, you're talking about Annie Janney.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking this Annie. I'm talking this Annie sitting next to me.
Because I don't know if you didn't see me last night, but I'm like, I came in and I'm like, yes, you have to have protein.
Well, I was assuming that the protein was going to come from the broth.
No.
And
That's
then he
just gonna
goes
give you
out and
high
buys me
sodium.
all this broth, and there's absolutely no protein in it at all.
There's so much sodium in broth, unless he gets sodium free, and that's so bland that it's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I made
sodium.
my own chicken broth. I could not do I had to make my own.
And I started crying last night. I wanted to go live streaming, but I was so sick and tired of arguing with people saying that I didn't have this surgery. And I said, fuck it, either I'm going to die or I'm going to make it.
But the whole thing is, Alana, you have to understand where people are coming from. Photo. And then people, and like I said, a lot of people are coming from a good place. Like I said.
It's my photo didn't prompt other people's photos online, then that should have thrown questions from me back. It's what I'm trying to say.
The photo that you put up and then the photo that they found on the internet, it's identical. Like
Yes, it is.
There's no, you know.
It is not identical. Because
It is.
if you were to look at the, underneath my boob, I have a freaking birthmark.
Alana, stop. It is identical.
No, it is not. Do you want me to freaking go on my second channel and show you? There is a big birthmark under my fucking breast.
Calm down and speak to me like a person. I tried to
I
speak
can't
to you,
speak
but
to
you
you
won't.
like a person when you treat me like an animal.
I am not treating you like an animal. I called you out for using someone else's picture.
That
That's it.
is my picture, Kate.
And it goes downhill from here.
Yes, it does. Not.
Yes.
It's not.
It clearly got my fucking birthmark on it.
It doesn't. Stop.
It does.
Just own it, Alana. It's not. Everybody knows
I
that
put
it's
it
not
on my
your
kid's
picture.
life. That
Well, that's
picture is
scary.
mine.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Because it's not your picture, Alana.
I
Stop.
put it on my
She put it
life.
on her
It's
kid's life. She put it on her kid's life.
Coming up, she sure does. It comes right out of her mouth.
Yep.
mine. It's not my fucking birthmark in it.
It's not. Your picture from your surgery ended up on a website from 2008. Please
No,
explain
it
how
did
it
not.
happened.
It will crop other people's pictures. That's going to look identical to mine, you dumb fuck.
Don't call me dumb. Don't start yelling at me. I'm not yelling at you.
What do you expect? That I'm going to have different fucking scars or different incisions?
Yes.
You're not following what we're saying, Lana. That's not what
I have a fucking white freaking scar, and then I have a birthmark. I purposely let that in there to make sure that people could see that it wasn't nobody else.
Well, that's not true, Lana, and I'm sorry. It's not true.
It is true. Go look at it. Zoom in. It's right there.
I did look at it. I'm the one that reverse searched it, Alana. I did
If you
look at
research it, it's going to pop up other fucking pictures.
it. Yeah,
How
it's
are,
not
how
the
are you
exact
doing?
match.
How are you doing that?
Well, you have to. What you do, Niecy,
No,
is
not you, Kate. How is she screaming like that?
I don't
Because
know.
I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Alana, please. Nobody. I'm just trying to get you to be
Someone's talking
honest.
at me.
Yeah. Okay. That's not going to happen. And again, I'm not trying to cause drama, but you guys, I'm sorry. It's the exact same picture. And if she's trying to claim that the picture that she put up on her community post that was up for over 7 hours when I saw it, I mean, I can send anybody they want the original screenshots. I even gave them my email address out on a live stream to do it if anybody wanted to see it. But then Pink Blush came in and did a video, and it's all right there. It's the exact same picture. So how did Alana's picture magically turn up in a post from 2008?
Oh,
Because it's not her. And again, I just want her to own it. That's all I want. I've tried to talk to her.
There he
Kate,
is.
it's just like the fucking cruise thing with you. If I say the sky is purple, you're going to
Don't
say
go on
it's
there.
blue.
Don't go on that, Alana. You're
If I
afraid
say that I'm
go on
taking my
through.
medicine, you're going to say I'm not. I'm
No,
not
I
going to
called you out
argue
on using someone else's
the
picture.
post
That's
that
it.
I put up specifically has a certain mark on it. It's got
No,
a
Alana, the
birthmark.
picture you put up is not your own. The picture you put up is not your own.
Okay, Kate. Okay, Kate. Whatever
Everybody
you
knows
want to
it.
fucking believe. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Well,
Whatever helps
you know,
sleep.
Alana, everybody
If
can
there
tell
was
it's
hands
not
in that
yours.
fucking thing, my ICP tattoo would have been shown.
And I'm not even getting into
And
the
you
fake
want
heart
me to go in there
monitor
and strip
that you do.
naked in my mirror right now?
No,
and
honey,
send it to
I
you
sure
personally?
don't. I
Do
sure
you
don't.
want
I
me
just
to
want
do
you to be
that? Would
honest.
that
I
help
just
you
want you to be
understand that
honest.
I had the surgery?
I just
Would that
want
make
you
you
to be
feel better?
honest. I
Do you
just
want
want
me
you
to
to
show
be
you
honest.
once again my naked body?
No, because you've already showed everybody else pictures that we didn't want to see. And yes, you
Okay,
did.
well, you know, I
And it's
don't have
nasty.
to lie about things because in the end, when
Well,
I
you
lose
are.
all this weight, what's your story going to be then?
I'll congratulate you and I'll send you $500. How about that?
I'm gonna bribe her.
I'll hold you to it.
Sure, good, perfect. So now, while
We
you
all
just
witnessed
explained to me,
this,
then
right?
you owe me
When
an
I lose all
explanation.
this
Why did
weight,
you use a fake
Kate's
picture?
going to owe me
Why?
$500.
Sure. No. That's not what Kate just said. When you lose the weight in 5 months, you should be able to show us a picture in just a month or two.
Honey,
that you
I can
look so
show
much
you
different.
a picture in a month. I should
Okay,
at least lose at least 20 to 30 pounds by the end of next month.
Okay, well, you know what, Alana? You're not answering my question. I asked you, why did you use someone else's picture? Because you
It's
did.
not someone else's picture.
It is.
It is not.
It is.
There is a birthmark above decision right underneath the fucking breast area. There's a freckle, a birthmark, and then a white scar for my
Alana, you're preaching to the choir because it's not your picture. It's not.
Sure, okay.
The beaches are broken.
I could show you a picture of my ass with another birthmark on it, and it could probably throw up someone else's picture.
This person's demanding.
Well, probably maybe. But again, we're back to the same thing. It was the same picture. It's been proven.
Sure.
It was not you.
Kate. Sure.
Everybody here knows, Alana.
Sure, Kate.
Is that what it is?
Have you missed tuning into the stream since the beginning?
Sure. What are you doing?
Alana, like these
Because-
people, they're bullying you.
Oh, Adam, shut up and down, honey, God.
For yourself. You come in with a dog and a beach.
I've offered to strip off naked, Adam, and show everybody.
Alana, just don't let this woman you to show pictures. This is going to go away. She's gonna be interrupted. You don't talk to her.
Yeah, show us. Yeah, go ahead. Show. Why don't you show? Show why you put the community post up and it was up for 7 hours. Nobody, I don't know if you recorded it, but it
No,
wasn't
it
me.
wasn't. It was only up for 2 seconds.
Well, that's funny because the screenshot that I took said 7 hours. I can
You
show
have
that
to know
too.
how to use Photoshop.
I don't know. Come on, it's not photoshopped, Alana. If that was
As soon
true, you
as
would
I
have
posted,
photoshopped the
2
picture.
seconds later, YouTube notified me. I got the email, Kate.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. I don't care if your video got or your picture or whatever got taken down. It was up.
Oh
It
my
said
God,
7
check the
hours
story
when I
now.
screenshot it. I'll send it to Annie. How about that? I'll send everything I have to Annie, and she can look at it because she already saw the video, and she just told you earlier the pictures match.
Whatever you
That
sent
was
her
you.
is not the picture that I had up, Kate, so you could
Yes,
trust
it
the
was.
line.
Yes, it
No, it
was.
wasn't. Annie, did you see my post?
Okay, there you go.
Did you enlarge it and look at the freaking scars around the one that she claimed?
No, I did not enlarge it. I looked at your
I
photo
can
and-
I can show you my post and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Alana,
Because
let her
I know what she's talking
let her
about.
finish your
So
talking
I
over
got scars
everybody.
from other sources.
Oh, stop, Alana. It was the same picture. It's clear.
No,
it was the
it's
same picture.
not. It can look similar, Kate, but it's not the same.
Well,
Exactly, wish.
Oh,
really? She just said that it was not, it was clearly that your picture and the other picture matched, Alana.
Joanne, no,
I just asked her if she enlarged it and zoomed in to see the
That
other
doesn't
scars in my
matter,
birthmark.
Alana. It doesn't matter. You keep
It
trying to-
does matter, Kate.
Yeah, Joanne,
Because
I
that
had-
would prove
I
the
had
significant
you
difference
and then
between the two pictures.
What are you afraid of, Alana? Why are you afraid to be honest? These are supposed to be your
Why
friends.
do you
Why are
fucking care,
lying?
Kate? Why
Because you're
can't you
lying.
just shut up and wait and see if I lose the weight? And leave me
No.
the fuck alone until then.
No,
Fuck
I'm
the
not gonna do
goddamn
that.
picture.
No,
What
no,
matters is the weight loss.
No, I rescind my offer because you're just gonna lie, you're gonna scheme, you're gonna cheat.
Oh my God, I'm just gonna lie. I'm gonna scheme. I'm gonna cheat. How can you
What?
cheat when I'm offering a meet and greet?
Oh, good Lord. I forgot about this. Please, girls.
I'll come to you,
I'm going to
bitch.
get more ice. I'll be right back.
Okay, hurry up.
How
I
can I
wouldn't have
cheat
you on my
when I'm
side of the
offering a
fence.
personal meet and greet where
No,
people
thank
can come
you.
out and see for them damn selves? How am I
You're
going to cheat when it's going to be a live stream refilmed
changing
in
the
Carlos'
subject.
family meet?
You're changing the subject, Alana. You're not answering the question. That
I'm
was not
avoiding your
picture.
damn question because you're
You're not.
stupid at this point.
Oh, I'm not being stupid, Alana. You got busted in your piss. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking pissed. And what is fucking stupid is that you're fixated on a goddamn picture that's going to be irrelevant in just a month.
Oh, that's irrelevant. It didn't what? You never had this procedure. You put that picture up saying, this is me. I just took the bandage off. They're doing this. They're doing that. One click of reverse search. It was the first thing that
Okay,
popped up.
since
The
Kiwi
picture's
Farms
identical.
allows nudity, I'm going to strip down naked.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to put a link up to my new pictures now.
Why do you even
On
have to go
Kiwi
that route?
Farms,
You keep
proving that
changing the
I had the
subject.
surgery, Kate.
Who cares about Kiwi Farms? Why don't you send it to one of your friends
Since
here?
so,
Why don't you
since
just
that
send it to
picture,
Annie?
you won't enlarge it to prove the other scars that I got in the birth
You don't
form
have
that
to
would have
enlarge
been
it,
there.
Alana. You don't have
And
to
you've done
enlarge
something to
it.
the fucking picture, but
No.
anyhow,
No, you do
I
not
will
have
strip
to enlarge
naked
it.
for you to show my incision and my whole fucking body, so there is no question that it's me.
Okay,
And
we
I'll
need to do
post
that.
it on Kiwi Farm
Okay.
a 18 or older that this is a new picture,
When?
and then everybody can go look at it.
When? Because you say you're
When I
going to
get
put
off
proof
from
up all
here.
the time. Well, yeah, you say
When
that.
I get off from here.
You never
Is
did.
that Annie? No, I will.
Okay, well, and again, Annie is trying to be as
And just to say, she never did.
no, oh no, of course not.
Never did.
No, of course not. Oh no.
Just in case somebody was wondering if she comes back. Oh my God, what am I doing here? Oh, there we go.
As nice to you as she can, Alana, because she knows that the picture's matched. She said
Okay.
so earlier. Okay.
Okay.
So we're just trying
Yeah,
to
the
find out
pictures
what is the root of
that
this.
you
Why do you
sent
keep
her
doing
match.
that? I mean, the pictures that you posted as your own aren't yours.
Sure,
They
Jan.
search back to the. Come
And
on,
the
Alana.
picture and you talking right now isn't you, Kate, right?
Well, I didn't know I looked like a beach in water. I couldn't resist.
And you talking right now isn't you, Kate, right?
Alana, you're skirting the subject. You're trying to
No,
avoid
I'm making a
every-
point. You
No, you're
talking
not.
right now, Kate, is not you talking, is it? All
Alana,
because you're behind
stop.
a fixed picture.
Alana, you're being ridiculous now. I hope you realize you should be embarrassed.
No, I shouldn't be embarrassed because the
Because you fooled so many people. You fooled people that cared about you.
Kate.
Again,
Sure,
you cared.
Kate.
You
Sure,
fooled
Kate.
people again
Sure,
that cared
Kate.
about you. Talk about
Sure,
oatmeal.
Kate. Sure,
It doesn't
Kate.
change the fact.
Sure.
Right. It doesn't change the fact.
Sure. Sure.
Left-hand corner.
I mean, and I, and I
What
feel
do you
bad
want
for
to do when I freaking post the pictures to Kiwi Farm? And it's
I'm
me
not gonna
sitting
hold
there
my
with the
breath.
news but
Because you've never posted proof of anything, ever.
Sure,
Never,
I don't
ever.
post proof of anything. Just like you don't either, Kate.
What? Oh, yes, I have. I just
No,
posted
you
this.
haven't.
What do you want me to prove, Salon? What do you want to see?
You don't prove nothing but flat you don't.
Well, I'm asking you. What do you want me to prove? What do you want to see? What
I'm
do you
not
want me
going to bring
prove
up
to you,
whole
Alana?
drama between you and fucking Annie and everybody else that you lied about.
What am I lying about? You tell me. You tell me. What am I lying about, Alana? Tell me. Tell me.
Tell me what I lied about. You lied about a lot of shit, Kate.
Oh, like what? Let's start. What did I lie about?
This is all a stupid argument over a picture that's going to be irrelevant.
Well, no, it is relevant because you
No,
fooled
it's
people
not.
into
Because
saying
when
that
I
was you
come on
yourself.
here with the weight loss,
Remember, this is a at that time, 44-year-old woman going, la, 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 I can't hear you.
Exactly. Trying to talk over somebody. I was like, oh my God. She should be embarrassed, but she doesn't have the sense to be embarrassed.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
then what? When I post the new picture of the farm, then what?
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for evidence of Andy's phone calls. I'm still waiting on all kinds of proof that you've never
I'm
produced.
still waiting for you to grow a fucking wife.
Well, listen.
Hey,
At the end of the day, I think people have a valid reason. Like, I think everybody needs to calm down. And I don't even think people would have questioned anything until you posted that photo.
Yep.
And I think once you
Annie, that photo, if I would have posted my fucking whole picture, it would prompt other similar pictures. I mean, come on.
Right, I get that, but it honestly was this photo. I'm telling you.
No, it was not, Annie.
Yes,
If
it
you
is.
blow it up, you
And I
can
don't
see
even
my
care
other
at this
flaws.
point. I don't even care. Like I said, if you want to read it, it's none of my business. I don't even care about it. I came on because I felt bad for Niecy. Because she was getting attacked and she wasn't telling you the truth.
Yes, right.
Okay, Niecy, I apologize for that
That's
because I
all I care about.
misunderstood.
I don't care. Like, I was a little confused. Like, wondering, did she have a surgery? Not. Why was she crying? Like, I was really trying to figure everything out. But at the end of the day, I don't care if you had it or you didn't.
The reason why I got on her is because I thought she was lying because I was told clear food and specifically no sugar. And everything that I've ever researched, it's got sugar in it. And I was like, how the fuck can anybody?
told you what to buy.
Exactly. True.
Exactly.
Your soul
Yeah,
should have
she just told me
everything
so.
you need.
I apologize to her.
And that's, like
For
I said,
that
if you're
misunderstanding.
surgeon, because again, I'm confusing myself. You were worried about Kate and how that's killing you. Your surgeon is trying to kill you.
Exactly.
It would be me misunderstanding that one little point.
Guys, I just want to say that most of that interference and noise is coming directly from the video.
Oh, I don't really hear too much other than that.
Okay, maybe it's just
It
on
sounds
mine.
okay to me.
It is me. Okay.
Gram of sugar would have not made a
My
difference.
surgeon even went as far before I left, asked me what protein shakes I was going to be taking. Because if you take Premier, you don't need as many cups throughout the day as if you take an Atkins shake. I have to drink more of the Atkins shake. They even asked me what I had at home because they needed to tell me how much to drink every day.
What are you doing? Yeah, mine's not Premier, Annie. I showed them over and over. I think it's called Glucimac or Glucosine or something like that, and it's got 24 grams of, yeah, it's got 24 grams of sugar in it. And then the powder, it's got 12 grams of sugar in it. And then other ones that we're looking at online, I didn't know about the ones that you were talking about.
Anybody who has blood surgery either drinks Premier, Atkins, I think even Slim Fast. On my paper, it even had Slim Fast.
The other ones that I was looking at had 12 grams of sugar. I didn't know the ones that Niecy was talking about only had 1 gram of sugar in them.
Wait, be said, don't script, just show one proof. Show us any proof right now, otherwise you're lying.
If I do, and then somebody and it comes back to someone else, I'm going to go through this again.
Oh, Alana, stop. It wasn't your picture. Annie just told you that it was the exact same picture, so
No,
stop.
it's not.
It is. It is.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm going to put the same picture up and watch it get took it down. And I'm going to zoom in at the spot that I'm talking about, where my birthmark is.
I mean, you don't even have to do that. Just leave the picture up for 5 minutes
I'm
and
going
let
to put the
people
other
reverse
picture up
search
and
it.
I'm going to prove it.
Just let people reverse search it for 5 minutes. That's all it takes.
I'm
It'll take 2
going
minutes.
to. Don't report it.
I didn't report it last time. It was up for 7 hours.
No, it was not. I got the
It was.
email. No, it was not. It was took down exactly a second later. Email.
No,
I
it
got the
wasn't.
fucking proof.
No, I do too. And I actually have the proof. So,
And I did put that on my community post, so
The
it's
same
there
fucking
if you want to
photo
see
back
it.
up, or picture back up.
oh, the same
And I'm
folder.
going to
Yeah,
do
I'm
the one
sure.
that I put up, and then I'm going to zoom in exactly where my cards are
You
around
don't
that.
have to zoom in. You don't have to
Yes,
zoom in.
I
Alana.
do.
No, you
Because
don't.
at first glance, it's going to look at the like the other picture I had sent.
Well, look,
I don't know what picture you're talking
my
about.
belly. Like your photo, it resembled my belly. You know what I mean? I posted when I have the surgery. So.
Well,
You know what,
Alana,
Annie?
the picture that you posted.
To end this argument, back search your photo you just put up.
I will send everything I have to Annie, and she can look at it. She can look at the time.
Matter of fact,
She can
I'll do
look
it.
at where it's
I'll
at it.
search your photo. And I guarantee somebody's photo is going to be similar, if not almost exactly like yours.
Well, yeah, it is really exact. To be honest, it's very exact.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Yes, it is,
Casey,
Alana.
how do you have that going on?
Hi, Winnie. Yeah, it's the same picture. Everybody just sat right
No,
here
it's
and
not.
told you it was the same picture, Alana.
Did you zoom in on it?
You don't have to zoom in. What do you zoom in? It was already zoomed in. I got the whole
Because
picture.
I'm trying to tell you, Kate, there's other scars that are
No.
visible when you zoom in. At first glance, it's going to look like the other picture.
Oh, dear.
I don't even
At
know what
first
you're looking
glance-
at.
Oh my God.
Well, go look at
I
Kate's
know.
video.
I was just like,
I know,
holy
but
cow.
look at who. Because he
Well-
gets a fucking troll. And
No,
he's
she's
doing this
not.
thing God knows when.
Well, how about this? I'm the one that got the screenshots and all the original stuff. I'll send it to
How
Annie.
about this? I put it up, and then I'm
No,
going to
that's
zoom
okay.
in what I'm talking
No,
about. I've got
no,
a
you don't need
birthmark and other scars.
No, that's okay, honey. You don't have to do that. I'll just send all my proof to Annie.
No, I
and
will.
She can look at it. No, that's all right.
I
It's
will.
a free country. I can send it to her. It's okay.
Why can't I defend myself, Kate?
Well, all you've been doing is yelling and saying that's not me. Stop.
No,
It is.
you're sitting
It's
there
the
saying
same
that I
picture.
don't need to put the picture up and show where I'm talking about. But
Well,
you can
that's-
send all these pictures around.
No, honey, I didn't send any kind of pictures around. All I did was screenshot one community post, reverse search it 2 minutes
Exactly. A
later. There it
community
is.
post from a distance and then put up a picture
From a distance.
It's just going to make it look similar. It's not the same.
Yeah. So all these people here telling you that it's the same image, they're all lying.
Did they zoom in?
It has nothing to do with it.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't, Alana.
Yes, it
You know, it
does.
doesn't
Because
matter
I
if you
got
zoom in and you see it
identifying
more.
marks that person would not have.
Honey, I'm preaching to the choir. You're not getting it. Everybody else gets it.
No,
And
you're
I know
the
you're
one not
pissed at
getting
me.
it. If you're going to
Honey,
sit there
stop.
and mass mark something, you would have to zoom in and make sure everything about that picture is exactly about the same as that one. Just because I have the same fucking surgical mark as that person, just because I'm wearing a hospital robe, just like that person, doesn't mean that it's exactly like that one. Just because I may have something on like that person doesn't mean that it is that person.
It was the exact same photo, Alana.
Oh, it was, because it has all the same. How can you tell from a cropped video or picture that it's the exact same picture? It was cropped.
Because when you reverse search the picture, when there's a match, if somebody could,
I reversed it and it came up with 100 matches. Okay.
Hang on, let me
From
know.
a lot of people, one from just a second ago.
Alana, I reverse searched it. It came back to someone else's picture from 2008. The whole image, her image is a lot bigger than yours. You can compare them side by side, and you can tell the identifying marks are exactly the same.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
You're going
If
to
a
go ahead.
person is having the same surgery that everybody else has had, what is my surgical incision supposed to look like?
I wouldn't know. None of us do know because the one you put up wasn't yours, so nobody does know.
No, that ain't the question. A surgery that is done 100 million times, okay, around the world with the same incision that everybody else is going to have. What is my incision supposed to look like?
The one that you posted yesterday was back to a gal from 2008, so I don't know.
So that means she had the same surgery that I had, correct?
No, not exactly, Alana. The picture that you posted went back to the 2008. So miraculously, the picture that you posted somehow managed to go back to 2008 in a pair.
Okay, so the surgical incision, the 5 incisions that I got, and the drainage tube that comes out of my stomach wouldn't be exactly the same places that hurt with the same type of surgery.
Listen to what people are telling you, Alana. I know you don't like
listen to what I'm telling you.
No, you
It's
listen
the
to
same
what.
exact surgery. So what
And it's
is
the
my
same
picture supposed to look like?
picture. It's the same picture, Alana. You're not listening. Everybody here is
How
telling you.
is a zoomed in photo supposed to look like
Including
something of somebody
Annie.
else? You're not listening.
No,
What is
you're not
my
listening.
incision supposed to look like?
Well, we wouldn't know because you've never shown us.
No, you would know. Research it. Look at other people that had the same surgery as me and then compare my picture. It's going to look
no.
identical.
No, it's not, Alana.
Yes, it is, because it's the same surgery.
I mean, we can keep going
The
here. We
same
can
mark,
keep
the
calling.
same
I can keep
incision,
calling you
the
out.
same place of the drainage tube.
There is no drainage tube. Come
Yes,
on.
there is.
They
Right
haven't used
after you
that
come
since
out of
2008.
surgery.
They haven't used that since 2008. So again,
There is a drainage tube.
Alana, listen to what people are telling you. Listen to what
Now,
Annie
listen to what
said.
I'm saying, Kate.
No.
What is my
Sorry.
surgery site supposed to look like?
Ham up here.
Well, it's clearly not what you posted, Alana. Everybody sat right here, including Annie, and told you it was the same
It's
image.
identical, if not twins, to everybody else on the internet. So what is my surgery supposed to look like?
Okay, so it's identical to some ladies from 2008. What a
Yes,
coincidence.
because it's the same surgery.
Wrong. It's the same picture.
You can't get past that. You know, the incisions are identical.
Right. And
There-
she keeps trying to deflect back to, did you zoom in? Did you zoom in? And what about the hand? And it's like somebody
It's got nothing to do with it.
half-assed mentioned a hand at one point, but it wasn't any of us. And it's like, what about the hand? Well, the hand was never even in the original picture. She cropped it out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what hand are you talking about? There is no hand. So, I mean, she just kept going, try to, don't look here, look over here, look over here. She just kept deflecting and
I'm the man
backpedaling.
behind the curtain. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, it's the same surgery. What
it's the
is
same
my surgical site supposed to look like, Kate?
I don't know, but it looked an awful lot like the same picture from that lady's, which from
Because
2008.
she had the same
her hand
surgery
is
as
in the
mine.
same place.
What
No,
is my
come on.
surgical site supposed to look like?
Alana, you're lying. It's just simple. I mean, come on. I don't
Is mine
understand
supposed to be
what you
different
don't
than
get.
everybody else's?
I mean, somebody help me here. I mean, the woman, you aren't getting it, Alana. It's the same picture,
No,
the
you're
same
not
image.
getting it. It's the same surgery. It's going to look exactly the same.
Damn it.
God.
I can't put it in there. I don't know if one of your other mods can go to Pink
Please
Blushes.
point out what is exactly the same in the photo, everybody. Please point out.
Everything's the same. Everything, Alana. It's the same
hospital
photo.
robe? Well, damn, I'm not supposed to be wearing a hospital robe?
That photo is the same. You snagged it off the internet, Alana.
No,
It's not
explain to
you.
me what is the same.
The whole picture is the same. Dear God, woman, what aren't you getting? You're not stupid.
No, explain to me. What is the same?
Well, if somebody wants to put it up on the screen, we can look at it and compare it right now.
I'm trying to find
Sure.
the channel, but I can't. I'm such a her. Somebody send it to me.
There's a
I can't because I'm on here and I'm blocked, so I can't. But it's the exact same photo. I can't because I'm on my cell phone, so I would have to go to a whole other computer. I can.
Probably can.
Oh yeah, Nisi, can you do it?
Really?
It's gonna probably have to be a mod. I don't know if Nisi's a mod or not, but it's gonna have to be
Please
a
put
mod.
my photo with it if you can, Nisi.
Oh, it will. It's there. They're both there.
Okay.
Pink was very thorough. Pink was very thorough. So I just kind of started the ball rolling, and Pink picked it up and finished it for me. Because this is all me. This is me. I'm the one that did it. I found it. I got up that morning. I'm like, you came up in my recommended, Alana. And I'm like, oh, hey, I said, that was kind of a scary pic. And it was from your surgery. It was you. Hey, I know it's kind of gross, guys, but, hey, this is me after the surgery. And I'm like, oh, wow, she got her surgery. And I thought, okay, I'm going to reverse search it. I'm going to be honest. I'm being honest. So I reverse searched it. Literally 2 minutes. Boom, match. First thing.
Okay.
There it is. It's from a forum of 2008. And the pictures are there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, Alana. It's the pictures
No,
are
we're
the same.
gonna figure out what's supposed to be different because I am exactly right out of surgery. So am I supposed to be wearing street clothes?
That doesn't matter what
my
you're wearing,
surgical
Alana.
sites are going to be exactly identical to the woman. I don't know what photo you're talking about,
We're gonna
but
put it
let's
up.
look.
It's the one that was on your community post, honey. That's the one.
Okay, the one on my
real quick,
community post
real
is
quick,
me.
real quick,
But
real quick.
okay,
real
okay.
All you have
You're
to
being
do
ridiculous, Alana.
is
Come on.
turn on your camera and show your dick
Hey,
out
he's
before you
gone.
want to shut everybody up. Just
There you
do
go.
that.
I done it from my carpal tunnel and that
Well,
don't
you
work.
No, you
did.
didn't.
We're
No,
on
you didn't.
It
camera.
don't work.
Okay, from this point on, the only one on this panel that didn't have the gastric anything is Kate. The rest of the panel has had, including Annie, the host, and Alana, but
Right. No.
for the sake of argument.
But no.
But she is surrounded by gastric sleeve bypass lap band people.
Right.
This is all you
It
have to do
don't
is
work.
turn it on. Stop with the bullshit. How old are you?
It don't work.
How old are you?
Okay. Well, they just put Pink's link in the chat. I just saw it pop up. Okay, Donna,
It
you got
don't
it.
work.
You
Okay,
got it. We're gonna settle this once and for all right now, Alana.
Because
She's
I
gonna
pulled out
put
the
them up.
package from my freaking discharge and
You're
my carpal
too
tunnel, and they
old
said, well,
to
anybody
know.
can download that from the
Oh,
freaking
Alana,
internet.
you've
and it
never put
clearly
proof
has
up a
my
day in your
freaking
life.
medical tags on
So
it.
No, you didn't put any proof up.
I have
It don't work.
Okay.
Hello?
Where is this picture? I'm waiting.
Hey,
Hi,
I
Pamela.
have one question, just one question, okay?
Hi, Pam.
Hi. I have one question and one question only. Alana, you said you had abdominal wound from a gunshot, correct? Well,
Yes, it's on my right side, far right
Oh.
side.
Okay, you would have some sort of a scar there, correct?
Yes, it's the size of a $50.
Okay.
Oh.
And let me finish. And when you have any sort of surgery, you would have adhesions, am I correct?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
You would have adhesions, am I correct?
I have one small $1.50 size.
You said it was
Scar.
you said you were shot by a shotgun, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you're shot by a shotgun, the wound would be small, but the inside would be huge.
Yep.
Okay. So if you were to have abdominal
I lost a portion of, I'm going to say about 2 feet of my large intestine. My right ovary is gone, and I lost my uterus
Okay, I
altogether.
understand. I'm sorry for that.
But what I'm trying to say is, having the surgery, it would have been very difficult because you would have lots of adhesions. Do you know what adhesions are?
I have scars, yes.
No,
I have internal scars everywhere.
So you would have had, it would have been a very difficult surgery to say.
My surgery was only supposed to be 2 hours. It was 4.5.
Okay, so if you were to show your stomach, okay, and I'm not trying to be mean because hey, if you had it, and here's a way to prove it. You would have one more scar than everybody else. Okay, like
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I've got a scar on the top of my stomach. I got a birthmark right underneath where the incision on the top there is, and then there's another scar off to the left here. That's why I said, did they zoom in on it?
Well, what I'm trying to say is, Alana, let's take all the drama out of this, okay? Why don't you just go in the room, take a picture? You don't have to show your hoo-ha and everything else. Nobody wants to see all that. Just take a picture of your stomach. Maybe show something from the hospital when they did surgery with weight loss surgery. I had it too, even though I'm fat. I had it, and they give you all kind of paperwork of what you can eat, what you cannot eat, and all of this. You should have all this information
with a date on it.
You show it. That's all you have to. You know what? You
Exactly.
You every goddamn person up. But until you
and I'll be the first one to apologize.
Until you do that, you're up to question. And I hate to say it, I don't mean to be rude, but because you have a past.
You have a history.
Yeah, because I lied about my dad. I get that. Okay, I understand that.
Okay,
so here's the video.
Okay, here's the video.
Let's see the photo.
Oh, good, you got it.
Yeah, she got it.
Let me get this. Come on, you can take me down. You can take me down if you want.
Awesome. Stay up with us. You're all right.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, Deb.
Why isn't this playing?
It will.
No time for technical difficulties.
There it is.
There we go. Okay.
There it goes. There it is.
There we go. Okay.
There it is.
Nope, that's not it.
It'll keep going.
Here we go with the damn fucking fake
No, that's not it. Yeah, that's your video, Alana, so you're right. The fake noises.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody sent me it.
That was the wrong one?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the Vimo link. You need the original video.
I sent the wrong one?
Every hospital is going to have noises.
Oh, stop, Alana.
It's just like a heart thing, huh?
When this is over with, and if this is proven that
You
it's
know
not
what?
the same photograph,
Pam,
I will
I'm
be
just
the
going to
first
do
one
what
to
you said
apologize.
because this is relentless.
I will be the first one in there, honey. If I can do you, and I will be the first one in line to stand up and apologize. I will be the first one to apologize. So you
Tries
hang
to
in there.
wear you down.
All right, I got it.
She's got it. She's got it.
Hang on.
And like I said, if this image doesn't match, I will apologize to you.
I think I sent it to you the other day anyways.
Oh, I got it now. I got it. Hang on.
I swear, Kate Winslet, I've
Another
learned.
thing that you could do is take a picture and then hold up.
No, that's Sarah?
It's
Yeah.
Sarah.
Hi.
Hello. I'm
Hi,
just
Sarah.
saying, just for like non-argument sake, because
See, I don't like argues, so I talk
I don't either. I
so you
try
could
to.
just take a
And Kate
picture.
tries to stay calm. Okay, I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You could just take a picture, write today's date on it, and hold it up. And all you have to do, like, have you ever seen when you wear a t-shirt, you can like fold it over your chest, kind of? Like,
Yeah.
you bring it up under and you pull it. You know what I'm talking about?
Stick it up underneath your boobs.
Yeah, you stick it under your boobs, and you just have your pants on.
Right.
And you take a picture like that with the date you wrote on paper.
Oh, I know, because when I saw them holes, I told Annie, I said, I actually had to pull my shirt up and look and see how many holes I had. Because I only have 4. I had the one in the middle. No, I had 3. The one in the middle
got
and one
5.
on each
But
side.
see, again, Pam pointed out that I have a different circumstance than normal people.
Can you make it full screen, Annie?
Yeah, hang on.
Thank you, honey.
Full screen?
Yeah.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Because it's the same waiting room.
For further details, of your regularly scheduled program.
Okay, there's the picture from your community post.
Okay, can you stop it and go back?
Yep, two. Oh, well, that's okay.
Can you go back to where it shows mine?
Okay,
Right there.
yeah, freeze that, Annie.
Okay.
Okay.
Number one, if you look right there, can you enlarge that, Annie?
I don't know how to. How would I enlarge it on here?
You don't have to enlarge Annie. It's fine. You can
No.
see.
If you could
But you can
enlarge
see
it
where
right
the-
there by that
it's
incision
identical.
up there at the top. Kate, you
Wait a
had
second.
your
Too many people. Hold on.
It's
If
identical.
you could
Annie, it's not-
enlarge it up there at the top, right up there at the top, you would see a circle right next to that fucking incision. And then if you go down just a little bit, if it was zoomed in, you would see the scars from where I had my gallbladder moved and where I got shot. If I did a full section, you would have seen where I had got shot from my domestic violence
Oh, hang on. Here we
and
go.
all that.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just let her play the video.
See,
Where's
hang
the
on. Here,
hand,
this
Kate?
is the side by side.
It's
right
cropped
here.
off.
That's good.
Yeah,
Where's
It's
the
the same
hand?
photo.
it is the same
It's
photo.
not the same photo, Annie.
It's
If you
not.
could enlarge it, you could see it.
Jesus.
Where's the hand?
It's not
Right
in the
there?
picture. It's not in yours.
You
You
said that
cropped
was
it
the hand, and that's how you knew it was.
No,
Where's
that's not
the
what I
hand?
said. I said I
That
reverse
is
searched
what
it
you
for
said.
the same. No, I didn't. It's the same
You said the
image.
hand was too skinny, and
No,
that's
I
what
didn't.
prompted you to search it.
No, I didn't. No,
Yes,
that's
you
not what I
did.
said. No, it is.
That
That's
is
not
what you
Alana.
said.
That's not what I said.
That is what you said. Go listen to
No.
Kathy's live stream. That's why
already
you
did.
searched it, because the hand was too skinny. Where's
That's
the
not what was
hand?
said. That's not what
That
was
is
said.
what you said.
Confusing me.
Also, if you just go take a picture
I
right
know.
now, just go take a freaking picture right now. It would all be, you wouldn't even have to look at the picture.
Poor Pam. I felt so bad.
Girl, so again, where's the hand?
Show your face. Show your face.
Just go ahead and play the video. It's going to play out. It's going to get paused and shown and circled and everything else. So it's going to be pretty
Exactly.
much.
I hope they
You're right.
enlarge it.
Oh, well, it's going to get pointed out, all right.
I hope they get zoomed
Watch.
in on mine as well.
It's going to get. It's going to get.
Where's the hand, Kate?
That's all you gotta do is prove it, girl. It's all you gotta do.
Exactly. I'm
Where's
sure
the hand?
she won't. She won't do it, guys.
This is
She
the reason
won't.
why they were caught in their fucking lie, because they said they researched it because the hand in the picture.
No, that's not true.
Kate didn't say that. Kate did not
No, I
say
didn't.
anything about your hand.
Thank you,
Or
Lucy.
go watch Kathy's live stream.
Watch.
You win. Alana, listen, you win. You win. You prove it. You go show me a picture, show me a date. Hey, you show me. But until then, you don't look so beautiful.
I'm not supposed to be in a hospital robe. I'm not supposed to have the same scar. And where's the hand in my photo that y'all think that's the reason why you researched it?
Go ahead. Go take the sign. Do the date on the sign if you're not happy with it, and show us the scars today.
It's the same
With the sign.
surgery.
Okay, now
What's the
see,
sign?
let me go where she circled all those things.
Yep. Everything.
Annie, it's the same surgery. So where's my scars supposed to be?
Same picture.
Yeah,
It's not the same
listen,
picture.
Alana, you have to understand though, honey. Listen. I had the same scars. I had the same holes as this person, but mine don't look like that. Mine were different.
Mine are going to look like that because your stomach isn't as big as ours are. You went to something else.
I don't even know if you can see my skirt. Let me see.
It's the same picture. It's the same picture.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it's not.
It's the same
Where's
picture.
the hand, Kate?
You cropped it out in your picture, or it would be there. Everything else is there, Alana. You cropped it out.
No,
If you
it's
own
not.
it, girlfriend, now's your
If
chance.
you
If you
could
don't
zoom
own
it
it right
in,
now,
you would see the other scars that that person don't have.
I'm not going to argue with you,
I
Alana.
don't have
If you
to
don't want to
stomach
own it,
it. I got
if you
one.
don't want to own it, do the picture like everybody else has said to do. I know you won't
I
do it,
got
though.
the
So
crease
do the
from
picture.
her stomach over there, bitch.
Do the picture.
Where's
Do
the
the
crease
picture,
from
Alana.
her stomach,
Do the
bitch?
picture.
I don't got
Alana,
a crease
do the
in
picture.
mine.
People have to, no, wait a minute. You have to call
She's
people
got
off the
two
name.
fucking
No,
stomachs.
exactly.
Where's the
I've never
crease?
called her name. I've never called her anything at all. All I
No,
said was,
You
she's
did.
not
You
happy with
called me
this.
a fucking cunt.
You're right, I
Where's the
sure
crease
did.
from her stomach in my picture? Let's go
Alana.
off that. She's got
No.
a crease in her fucking stomach right there by the drainage. Where is the crease in mine? I've got
It's the
one
same
whole
picture.
stomach. No,
And
it's not.
saying,
Where's the grease in the stomach?
Alana,
Where's the fat
go
roll?
take the
There's
picture.
no fat
Go take
roll.
the picture. Go take the picture, Alana.
Where's the fat
I don't
roll?
know.
Okay.
Go, I don't even know what
Where's
you're talking
the
about. I
Hey,
don't know what they're talking about. Go take the picture, Alana. Go take the picture because
can
you're
you
not,
mute her
I'm
for a
not
minute,
looking stupid.
Annie?
Oh, I'll mute myself.
Look at the woman's picture. Right where the drain is, there is a visual roll. Right there underneath the boobie. A visual fat roll. On mine, it's one straight fat. Over here. Underneath the other boobie. Right where the second freaking part is. Another section where hers divides into two stomachs. Where is the crease in the stomach?
Alana,
If this is between for a second, if this is another woman, why are we tearing her apart? Okay,
I'm just listen. I'm not trying to tear the woman apart. They're trying to say mine is her, just because it's similar.
Alana, please. You could solve this. You would be the victor, be the winner.
No, I'm making a point out here. Where is the crease in the stomach?
Alana, who
It
cares?
does matter.
Just do that.
Show the
right now. Show the little things right now with the date, like the girls asked you to do, and it's over. And I will be the first to apologize first. And I'll do it
Where's the
every day.
hand? Did they find why they researched it?
Just take the picture.
Where's the crease?
Take the picture. Just take the picture,
From the
Alana.
second
Just take the picture, Alana, and then I will apologize to you every day for a month.
She's in a row. I'm in a hospital ground.
Alana, just take the picture.
And you all's going to tell me it's the same. She's in a white robe, and you can clearly see freaking hospital. Yeah.
Take the picture. Just take the picture, honey. Now you know, Kathy, why the brick wall was so fitting. I will apologize to you daily for a month.
No, but seriously, you want to sit there and be against me. You want to be against me. Look at it. She is in a white robe. Look at the corner of mine. It's a hospital robe.
Alana, take the picture. Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. Just take the picture, Alana, with the date.
No, I'm not done with it. Let's point out the differences.
No, it's not. Take the damn picture. Shut the video. Or you're just flapping your gums.
Yeah,
that's all you're doing.
No, you all are flapping your gums and looking for a reason to call me a liar when there is differences.
Be a liar. You're looking for a reason to be a liar. You have a right.
No, I'm calling out the differences in the picture.
About some stranger's stomach. If that's not yours, you're talking about some stranger's stomach.
She's in a white robe. You can clearly see it's a hospital robe.
It doesn't matter. Prove them wrong. Take a current picture.
I don't have to. The photo is different.
No, take a picture. You're playing games, Alana.
She's got creases in her stomach. Where's my background creases?
Alana.
Where's the hand?
Let's everybody take a breath. Everybody take a breath.
Yeah, everybody breathe.
How the fuck are you going to sit there and say that's the same picture when the woman is in a robe?
I said take a picture. Just take another damn picture. That's all you have.
And that's a hospital robe on my arm.
It would be totally different. It would be totally different. You'd be totally different. But no,
This is fucking retarded.
You're right. It is. So just do it and be done.
It's clearly.
It was just a melee.
Yeah, it went downhill pretty quick. And they're right too. Remember, here coming up, she gets mad and flounces out, and says she's gonna, take the picture with, and everybody's like, look, just you're on live right now. Just take the camera and flash down real quick. I mean, Chantel does it all the time. It's only gonna take 2 seconds, but she wouldn't do it. I'm like, of course she wouldn't do it because she can't do it because she did not have the surgery. So again, I mean, all of this, I swear. It's this, and this was a year ago, over a year ago.
Yep.
So and I think we've learned a little bit because now we just, it's just like, holy God, stop, because it's so obvious that she's not telling the truth and she just wants to dig her hole deeper and deeper and deeper. She starts with a shovel and, like Nisa said, she ends up with a backhoe. It's just like, oh my God. It's exhausting.
Yeah, she is absolutely exhausting.
Right. And at one point afterwards, like you wish said, she's one point said Carlos wouldn't let her take pictures.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, he won't let me. I can't do it. I can't show pictures. He won't let me. but yet, oh, they have this big open relationship that they can, you know, do everything. And
I
the
heard
description on that was interesting. Yeah.
so funny. She has an open relationship. He doesn't care.
Exactly. It's like, cringe.
He's got
So,
his corner girls to worry about.
oh yeah, the stuff she was coming up with. Holy cow! That I guess that's for another live, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Be different, other than the mark.
Other than the mark.
You know what? You like it to stay on the
I felt bad for Pam.
If I like it, I wouldn't be begging for it to stop.
No. You're good right now. No.
See, this is why nobody can talk to you, Alana. This is why nobody can talk to you. We try to come on your channel
I'm
and have a
sick and tired of the stupidity.
you won't
There is no in the
To put it
picture.
to rest,
Come on.
if you take the picture with today's date and your absence,
And it's going to be
post
another argument,
rest
Sarah.
all the way around.
I agree, Sarah. I agree. That's the best
Yeah,
idea.
and watch, mark my words. Mark my words. I'm going to do exactly what you said, Sarah.
no, she
I'm
won't.
going to do exactly what you said, Sarah, and mark my words. This bitch Kate is going to be up on Kathy's panel claiming it's another picture from somebody else on the internet. Mark my fucking words.
You're going to put the date on it,
I'm getting
Alana.
off right now. I'm going to go take the picture, but there's clear differences in it.
Wait a second. Now it's
Just
going to
do
have
it
the
right
date.
now.
Yeah, it's going to have the date on it, all that good stuff. It's just going to prove that today's date, this is your scars. It's going to be obvious because you just had your surgery. So again,
Yep, take a picture. It's always
Yep.
take a picture. It's easy. It's easy peasy. You win everything.
and again, I'm not sure and I don't understand, but I'm sorry, people, but to me, that's the same image. Now, the
Well,
image,
it is, but that's beside the point.
the image,
It's the same photo. It is the
yes,
same.
and the one that came up that's exactly what I screenshotted. When it came up, I got on my desktop, I saw it, I'm like, okay, I right-clicked it, reverse Google search, and the first one that came up was the lady's picture that's on the left. And I'm like, oh no. I was disappointed. I was like, that's the same picture. And I sent it to somebody else. I said, tell me I'm not stupid. Is this the same picture? And they're like, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, and again, I have this stuff. It was from 7 hours. I didn't. She told everybody that we reported her picture. No, I didn't. I didn't report the picture, but I was busy, screenshotting it and documenting it. I felt bad. There's so many people praying for her. Oh my gosh, you're going to be okay. And I'm like, you guys, stop. I mean, this is not true. And I just felt like I had to say something because it wasn't true. And it is clear that that's the same image. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to do whatever. Well, I do too, Pam, because I'm not trying to be mean and vicious, but I feel sorry for the people that she's scamming, that, they're her friends. You don't treat your friends like that.
You know why I feel sorry? I've been in her situation before, and I am not so much unlike Alana, but I kind of grew up, and I'm older now, and so I see the differences, and where you don't have to say things for people like you, and even if you have to do those things, those people are going to like you anyway, and you get attention being better than being worse. And,
Right.
and even though
And everybody's been in their own lane. Everybody has stayed in their own lane. We've all been just doing our own thing. Nobody's talked about anybody.
right.
And when this came up, I'm just like, oh no, this is, I hear every day, all the time, I'm changed. I'm a changed person. This is not something that a changed person does.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It's sad. And I hope
Hi, reality, honey.
And again, I'm not trying to be, I'm really not. But it's just not okay. And maybe it's just the world I live in. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is just not okay. And I know maybe
she's
I'm
got a
just
history.
That's it too, Niecy. And there's been a lot of it. And we really, compared to what anybody says, everybody in this live right now has tried to help. They all have.
Right.
And we all have. And we
We've
tried
given her a chance after
yes,
chance.
we did. We
after
did.
chance.
And whatever happened, she's going to have an opinion about it. We're going to have an opinion about what happened. But regardless, stuff happens and we're okay with it. It's just like, fine, go do your own thing. But don't sit there and bring everybody into it and lie about what happened. That's not okay. And that's why the live came out that Kathy did of the four of us. And that's why it was put online. So people could go listen to it for themselves. You don't have to listen to what we say happened. You can go listen to it for yourself and see what happened. So, we weren't lying. We're not lying about stuff. So maybe that's what bugs me the most.
I agree. I feel like this whole situation is sad. Like, it really is. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. It's just sad.
Yeah, I agree with Sandy P. That's just
And why are you
Because
going
I
to
don't want
keep
to see a lot
on?
of upset. I don't want to see, I just don't understand. And again, it's
I
none of
don't
my
either.
business. It really, at the end of the day, I guess it's not even my business. But when I see
Y'all
her
never believe what
calling
I'm
other
doing
people
right now.
liars, and that
What are
bothers
you
me.
doing?
It did me.
I cooked for my dog.
Oh.
Mom, I'm talking to them on live. My mom keeps going, what?
How is
She
Mama
thinks I'm
doing?
talking to her.
How is Mama doing?
She's doing okay. She looks tired today.
Get some rest, Queen.
That's at the end of the week. It's time to kick back, throw it up, have some good times, and chill.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people in the house, and
Oh, definitely. Company after 2 days turn into fish. They stink.
Yeah, I'm just
So
going to push
yeah,
back a bit.
that's why I am going to look and go, y'all, let me just go ahead. And I did. It took me, they're all like, oh, you're so invested. I'm like, no, I just wanted to look for my own curiosity. It took me 2 minutes. It was the first image that came up. And I'm like, and I was heartfelt. I was like, oh no, she did lie. And I was disappointed for her because I was thinking, oh, this was something that was going to be good for her. And she lied about it. And then I'm thinking, why?
Well, and that's what I kept thinking. Like, why would why? Like, it's still like, why? Like,
me
I
too.
just don't understand. I still don't understand. And again, it's her.
That's true.
The false information, though. It's hard for me to sit back and look. It's not right. That's not no.
Well, and the stuff with her hand. I never said anything about her hand. She did something that Kathy may have said, and she thinks that I said it. And sometimes she thinks that I said something and it was Kathy that said it. So it's she gets things a little bit mixed up in her head. And she even accused us at one point of saying she snuck to the hospital to get hospital sounds. What? And it's like, no, all you had to do.
Okay, I'm just going to stop that. About the hand thing. She, when she turned her camera on herself, she put her hand in view, and her hand was completely different than the hand that's shown in that picture. And I think I said something smart about it. I wish I could remember more precisely what it was, but it was an off-the-cuff remark. Nothing serious, but she latched on to that.
It was probably sarcasm because she certainly does not understand sarcasm at all.
It took me a while to kind of file through my back memories of that live, and I'm going, yeah, it was something like that. So I don't know why she took that and like a pit bull with a raw piece of meat. She even to this day, she still goes on about it.
Yes. And it's, all because, I think she's been posting not long ago that, it's going to be a year. Yeah. Well, yay. But honestly, who cares? I don't care.
Well,
I'm sorry, but I don't care.
I say we every year play this live and have a little anniversary party.
There you go. Hey, it is kind of close, isn't it? And then every year we can find out and see what's what it is about right now, because again, we've seen shopping trips and we've seen and I love that she says she flexes all this stuff that we're jealous of her. I'm like, no, hun, no, I'm not jealous of anything. If we really wanted to flex, we could. But like I said before, people that sit there and brag about all the shit that they have probably are the ones that don't have shit. Yeah, exactly. And because it's just, my grandma would have said that's not couth. Yeah, exactly. So, and I just think that the lies need to just be called out, and they can. That's the thing, that if you're hearing it for yourself, anytime we've ever done anything, we've put up receipts. The receipts are on this channel, on my channel, on Mungie's channel. There's so many channels that the receipts are at. All you have to do is go look.
Channel, everybody, yeah.
All you have to do is go look. So it is what it is. But again,
we're all the evil ones that are manipulating that and photoshopping and sure.
Exactly. Right.
Navigate StreamYards.
Right. Right.
But
And
okay.
yeah. And I love that, she'll sneak out and say she's working and stuff, but yet why are you wearing a wig and lashes and stuff in the dark in the car?
Mhm.
What kind of job involves wearing lashes and a wig at 5 o'clock in the morning and shit?
Of course,
Like,
that she
okay,
wears to the gentleman's club.
I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, she was flexing. It wasn't an 80s night or something. She had to get ready. She had to figure. She was really kind of off the wall that night. I was kind of going,
There was some good.
and gosh, while we can just touch on this just a tiny bit until later. Hun, why are you thinking you're so big opinion of yourself to think that there's 4 discords that cover you? Nah, just one, honey, just one. Again, you can't comprehend the English language. That when we were trying to figure out what discords people were talking about, where some discords are gone a long time ago.
Yes.
The first discord you were in, nickname made, that's long gone. The second discord was mine. I still have it.
With all the stuff.
Everything. Then there was an evidence place that we felt we needed to protect ourselves because some of the lies that you were saying were slanderous, just like the ones you're continuing to say.
Mhm.
So yes, we're going to keep records. So
The
yes,
file room. Yeah.
it is. That's exactly what it is. Then excuse me, but that's it. And then the other discords I'm in are none of your fucking business because they don't even have anything to do with anybody over here.
Exactly. Same with mine.
Right. So don't be so high on yourself. It's just 10 senior citizens sitting back when the popcorn flies, and we're just like, it's amusing so bad because the lies are so outrageous. You laugh. It's so it's just crazy. It really is. I just don't get it sometimes. But if she wants to call it triggered, I don't call it triggered. I call it more frustrated than anything. It's just like, seriously, there's actually somebody out there that would even give you a clue for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, she can, and that's all we've ever asked. She keeps saying she's left us alone. When was that? I haven't seen that yet.
No, never. There's never been a moment that we haven't lived rent free in our head. I know that's an overused thing, but in our case, it's true.
Well, yeah.
Because we have left her alone for months at a time. And she cannot stand it.
No, oh no. And that's just, the joy of it. Because like I said, I don't know the others, just accepted passing. But I know that, they just leave it alone. They got tagged because they were acting like a hypocrite. So I just wanted to be sure and point that out.
I know. I like the pissy reply you got back from Glitter Fart. If we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, well, exactly. Because, I tagged a couple people because she's always tagging people. So I thought, you know what? I was lurking because I wanted to know a little bit more about that community. Not that I've heard the lore about a lot of people. So I just kind of wanted to check it out. And I was like, okay, let me get this straight. They're whining and complaining about the same shit that this person sits right amongst them and does. So I'm like, that's awfully hypocritical. Let's just point that out. And that's all I did. So if you don't like it, oh well.
No,
I don't care. But just know that, and that's just it. And I've told people this before. They already know. They already know exactly what's going on. They were around a few years ago. They get it. So that's okay. Mm-hmm. And like somebody said, no refunds. She's yours. That's all we ever wanted.
Yep.
That's all we ever wanted.
Well, we kind of warned them, but then we thought, why?
Well, yeah, but there is no having to warn them. They know. They've already they've heard. Come on, they've heard this and why. She's the she whose name shall never be mentioned and that kind of shit. This is why. This is why. And somebody said, hey, maybe this is her niche. Maybe this is where they can have her.
They can
They can
have
have her.
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of hypocrites just like she is. And hey, go for it. So whatever it is, what it is. But I will continue if she's going to, because this is in, we did the other response to where boy, that was interesting. She reacted to that, and that's coming up too. Because,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah, because that's gonna be fire, folks. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not gonna hesitate. If she's got my name, oh, I don't ever talk about it. Yes, you constantly do. You sit there and make your little innuendos and the old bitches and excuse me, none of us are 80, honey. None of us.
Mhm.
None.
You'll get
None.
there soon enough.
Well, exactly. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows what's in store for anybody? But I would think, gosh, I take good care of myself. I try to.
Mm-hmm.
Am I perfect? Nope. But I work on it. So my philosophy is they catch it early, life is good, because I've already been through kind of something like that. So I pretty much got a wake up call, and if they catch it early, that's good. So we stay up on the shit you're supposed to be doing. But, she acts like we can't move or do anything. Girl, like I said, I could outwalk you. I'm not worried about you. Nobody cares, and again, I just find it so comical that she screams about no filters in StreamYard. Okay, so the filters aren't coming through StreamYards. Every little weird thing you do is the TikTok, which TikTok is so loaded with filters, it's frightening. Some of the ones you've used have actually scared me. I went, whoa, damn. Okay, I thought The Walking Dead was hiring. I'm like, holy shit. So, and she probably meant it to look like that, but it was scarier nonetheless, because that's probably closer to how she really looks. Well, that's probably closer to how she really looks.
Yeah.
And harrowed. And, and I love how she says we Photoshop everything. No, there's no need. There's no need. And everybody knows it because they've seen it too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. They know it's not Photoshop. She knows it's not Photoshop.
I'll tell you right now, if I was to go on camera, I'd be so filtered you'd never recognize me.
Girl, man, if I knew how to do it, like I said earlier.
Yeah, these eye bags.
Like Christy Brinkley shit.
My double chin would be chiseled back. Man.
Exactly. Or Sandra Bullock, something more, I'll be more realistic since I have dark hair. But, yeah, somebody like that I really like. So, yeah, I would look like that all the time. So I wouldn't have a problem. And it is cute, too, because, some in the earlier days, the ones she was using, if she moved her face just right, her filter would slip. Okay,
I know. And all of a sudden, all her chins would appear.
Right. And it might just be really kind of quick, And at one point, her chin was so pointy, we were kind of watching and going, and yes, I'm sorry, the one Discord that we talk to in, because I'm not in a Discord with a lot of people. A lot of people think that, there's all kinds of people. No, there's not. There's not. So we don't need to run from Discord to Discord. There's just the one. And it doesn't have anything to do with murdering anybody. It was a joke that was sarcasm that, again, you cannot comprehend for even a second. And, I do have to say this. I got to have LaTanya get a hold of me real quick, because she talks about in another live that I have that All Eyes on Rosie supposedly sent her a private message, or they spoke behind the scenes to not meet up with LaTanya because LaTanya was going to have a hit on her. How about that for some crazy bullshit? Right. And so she best be leaving some of these folks alone and their names out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Because we know that that's absolute bullshit. We know she never went to Chicago. Nobody wanted her to dox anybody. You're in Chicago. I'm sorry. One of my aunties lived in Chicago. So I'm really kind of familiar with some of the landmarks. You don't have to dox anybody to show the Navy Pier. You don't have to dox anybody just to show the water tower. Those are very popular touristy places that people go to when they're in Chicago and just hanging out.
Fact that it never occurs to her. You know, even when she was bragging about all her weight loss and she's like, she never showed anything other than for Walmart and her knockoff Crocs.
Right. Right.
Like when you go and you're doing a vlog, a shopping vlog, you turn the camera up and you scan the shelves. You
Oh,
know?
true. Yeah, true. Or feet.
This. You know, just yeah. And it's always pointed at the floor. God forbid you see her in a reflection where it would tell the truth. And girl, you are still gaining weight back. All that food you're eating, you can't even eat before your streams or after. You're
Yeah.
food in your face right in the middle of it.
Well, and she's flexing. That's again, I'm like, I love this. That one minute she says she's a broke bitch, but then the next minute she's flexing. But then she's in this grocery store, and she wasn't in the store for very long. I don't think she bought very many things, but she bypassed the fruit, bypassed the vegetables, was right in the snacks and right in the junk food, getting those little Cheez-It Snap things. No shame. My husband loves those little bastards. And, hey, but that's not exactly its process.
The fruit and veg, I just died laughing.
Well, yeah, and then she was in line and had to bum money from somebody in line she had to borrow a buck or whatever it was. I don't know how much it was. The point is that she didn't have enough money to get it. So again, and here she's flexing that they sold this storage unit for $24,000 and yada yada yada, and it's just so comical. It's almost like you feel weird because she's the only one that doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is pointing and snickering, and she's the only one going on and on and on, going, look at me, and I'm sorry, honey, duck lips and kissy shit, all that stuff is for teenagers. You're not a teenager. I feel like when I look at her filtered stuff, does anybody remember going to glamour shots in like the 90s or whatever? Yeah. They had all the clothes, the makeup, they had a makeup artist, the guy would do your makeup and you dressed up and stuff. That's what I see when I look at some of these, these pictures. She says that we're photoshopping, and it's funny. I have to say, this was a while back, but my brother was here and he looked at her picture and he goes, yeah, that's filters, all right. Because does she not understand when, that's called a poser, is what he said.
Yeah.
And he goes, guys hated that back when, you girls were getting all kinds of fake shit and everything, and you'd get them home and, you'd get that bra off and come back away with Kleenex. And then the next day it was Coyote Ugly. And I think a lot of people understand what that term means. That means waking up next to somebody so ugly you would gnaw your arm off so you wouldn't wake them up moving.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what he said. Those people, goes, those are the posers. You find out they got the fake rack, the fake hair, the fake everything.
Yeah.
And so, but that's what it looks like when she probably looks better without the filters.
And the faces she pulls, when she points the camera at herself, like, what are you doing?
Well, I know, because I'm girl, sorry, you ain't 20 something no more. She's, and again, well, she must really think really highly of herself, which, hey, no shame, but she thinks so highly of herself that she thinks that she's talked about 24/7, and we stay up 24 hours a day to watch her. We do this, we do that. Hell no, we don't have to. The stupidity goes in a big circle, and it goes from one thing to the next thing to the next, and we all end up seeing it. So nobody has to stay up late to do anything. Nobody takes shifts. It's just, let's be real here. I'm sorry, I have a life. I'm not doing that.
We just told her that because it's funny to watch her.
Yes, it is. And it's just like, oh my God.
Man.
So I love that she thinks that highly of herself, to think that you know, we have to have that many discussions about her. No, girl, it's some popcorn, a couple adult beverages, and anybody in Discord, if it's boring or whatever, will go, is anybody watching this? And then the discussion starts, and it's hilarious because it's so comical. You can't, because we all know the truth. We've all heard it for over 2 years now.
Yeah, it's the
We've
same.
heard her versions, and we know what the truth is and what had originally was said, and we just sit back and laugh. And there's a lot of us that know, they know too. So again, you know, I love some of her stories that she spins as, you know, why she turned on us. We turned on her supposedly. No, I went to bed one night and things were fine.
Yep.
And I woke up, and funny, my stories have never changed, but
I still
remember
got my video up of us on panel with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't know why she's saying that. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's just it too. I mean, you know, I don't know if she's really this stupid that she tells on herself. You know, like with the DoorDash thing, she's door dashing, and she proves it by putting up an email from DoorDash that verifies she can't work for DoorDash because she didn't pass a background check. So hello, you just screwed yourself. And I love in some of these live streams, she's like, you hear it, you heard it. They just confirmed they're lying. Really? No, I know exactly. You're trying to spin it as such, hon, but no, not exactly. So again, one of these days it's going to get old because, you know, right now what she's doing, she's slandering a lot of people because what she is saying is slanderous. And, you know, she best be careful. She best be careful because that's not okay to do. And certain people are going to go, nope. And if they were to open a case, all they would have to do is look up her previous records, recent records that she has now, and they would be side-eyeing her big time.
And then she hasn't learned a damn thing about her prior experience.
No, oh God, no, she hasn't.
And she's going to do it again. She's got that invincible.
Right.
I just have to keep her private this and nobody will know. Well, no, that's not how it works.
Well, exactly. And, you know, if you know, other people think that they're going to use her as a barking dog, it's going to be funny because the other people are just going to go, huh? Really?
Yeah.
No.
Just ask us. Just ask us. We've got it. If we got it, and we probably do, we'll happily share it.
Oh, well, you know, but that's just it. They don't want to. Right now, there's a purpose.
Oh, not that other community. No, they deserve her. They can go in the ocean with her.
Oh, true.
I'm talking about other people that might not know that much about her, but are suspicious, you know.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, all you have to do is go back and, you know, all her videos are gone. She rages and rants and deletes and whatever. And we do keep it because, you know, just for the reasons so people can hear what this person is really like. And it's there for posterity and it's a protection. It really is. If anything strange or whatever, hey, I've got this backing it up and here it is. It's all wrapped up in a nice little bow. And anybody would look at and listen to that, any authority would go, okay, yeah, right. We get it. And that's all it would take. So all we've ever asked is to be left alone.
Yeah.
But, you know, she gets bored over where she's at right now, because if she wasn't, then she wouldn't feel the need to have to keep dragging us back in, because that's what she does. And granted, we are going to get drugged back in because I'm not going to sit and listen to bullshit. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm going to say something. So she knows that. So she's going to keep dragging us back in. At some point, I don't know what we're going to have to do, but it's getting old. It's getting old. So if she would just shut up and leave our names out of her mouth and her little innuendos, that's just it. She goes on, I'm going to go talk about these people because somebody emailed me and wants me to talk about them.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Bullshit. Yeah, your imagination emailed you, did it? So yeah, somebody emailed me and wants me to talk about this, this, and this. But yeah, whatever. but you start off talking about whatever, and then all of a sudden you're switched over and you're talking about us. So as soon as you leave my name out of your mouth, I'll leave yours out of mine. And until then, like I said, if I hear my name come out your mouth, you're going to hear it from mine. So stop. That's all I mean, as of everybody heard it tonight. That's for posterity now. We have it forever of her lies. And this was over a year ago. And even then we begged her at the end of that live was to just, all right, walk it out, leave it alone, own it now. And all she did was go and do tons of photoshopped screenshots. And it was so obvious. It was painful. It was embarrassing. We were embarrassed for her. I was like, you guys, she's never going to stop. And she hasn't since. And she's really mad because she got called out over a picture. This is what started it all. This was it. This was it. Because she got called out for one picture. She could have just stopped afterwards and took the L. Everybody's like, just take the L. Everybody's going to talk about it for a couple of days. It's going to be over. Slink back, whatever. No, she had to just keep going and going and going. And it finally just went nuclear to where we are today. So,
yeah,
again.
and it's funny that because she says that she's in the best mental state has been in for 2 years.
That's scary, isn't it?
And her worst she's ever been.
I agree. I agree. She's 100 times worse than what she used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, before, she'd just be vile and nasty and whatever. And we were just kind of like, okay, yeah, whatever. Is anybody checking this lady out? Because she's really batshit crazy. I'm sorry. That was the consensus. It was, kind of like everybody's coming, it's like a car wreck. You can't look away. We're all like, what? Oh my God, I've never seen anybody like this. This is crazy. It's like, hey, have you seen this? So it was kind of like bewilderment at first. You watched because you're like, wow, I've never seen anybody like this.
Yeah, it's like driving past an accident.
It is, B. It is. And because you're so, I was so amazed. I've never seen anybody like this before. I was like, wow. And so and after a while, it's just like, oh wow, what's she doing now? Good Lord. And she will insert herself into stuff that she knows nothing about, which I think is funny. But
she takes a little bit of knowledge she's observed, and then comes in like a wrecking ball saying she's got all this information.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And again, she can't repeat us. And again, we'll get to this a lot later and stuff, but she can't repeat a story even if she's hearing it being told at the time, which I just think is priceless. She, like somebody even said this before, is that she only hears what her mind lets her hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then, and I get a lot of people will be like, well, she's just leave her alone. She's nuts. Well, if that would work, I would do it. Trust me, I would do it. But it doesn't work.
Most people have tried and walk away. Okay, let me gather up what little dignity I have and exit stage left. But she doesn't do that.
No. And then makes it out that everybody else's fault.
Yep.
So it's like, no, sorry.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, it's time to wrap this baby up. Annie Munchie, thank you so much for letting us play
Yes, thank you very much. It's just, I was so tired of hearing, it would be a wonderful game. If everybody remembers playing quarters, you could do this with, it was because I had weight loss surgery. It was because I had weight loss surgery. That's like a private joke around here. It's like you hear that and you want to do a shot. It's like, okay.
And in case you didn't catch it, why Lie Sis is weight loss surgery. Yeah, just
Exactly.
yeah, it was my private room.
I thought it was
I'm
pretty
so
good.
sorry.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty priceless because at the brick wall would have been fitting because,
Yeah,
you know, talking to her is
it's like
like talking
brick
to a
wall.
brick wall.
It is
It
exactly.
truly is. And I should know better by now. I really should. That
Can't reason with the brick.
right, exactly. And I know, and bless her, Kate Winslet has been trying to teach me that the entire time I've known of her. And I mean, I swear I get it, Kate. I really do. But something just makes me have to be the chronicle of history, I guess. I don't know. And it's going to be there from now on for anybody who just wants to see it.
Exactly.
And I'm going
Anyway,
to sit back
I
and feel
am
that. So
done for this evening. We do have something coming up that is lots of fun and really unhinged. So
yeah, and that might have to be in 2 parts.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but I'm
It is pretty crazy. I am too, because some of this is priceless. It's like wow.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff I heard was wow. Okay, but anyway, thank you people for coming. We appreciate this special edition of history a year ago. So
yeah. So thank you, everybody, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Bye.